Excellent.
You don't know what you're doing.
Welcome to an all-new episode of Much to Do About Nothing. I'm very excited for this episode, guys. Obviously, as everybody knows, the new Black Panther trailer dropped today. No big deal. We were all freaking out. Trevon saw flying. His world ended, then began again. For me and Joel, this was a lot of things in this trailer was a dream come true to see for many reasons.
All time, is all I would say.
It was just, oof, goddamn. To think Universal is why it took so fucking long to get goddamn Namor, you pieces of shit. Anyway, I'm super excited for this episode. We have so much to break down. Let's get right into it. Let's introduce our panel, starting off with Trevon. What up, Trevon?
I'm happy to be here. Still saw some sky hopping, so and stuff. It's pretty cool. I'm excited to talk about this. And yeah, Ironheart, cool stuff.
You did.
Yeah.
You know it's funny, Joel. Watching Trevon find these things out with these characters for the first time is probably some of the most fun I've ever had as a superhero fan.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because, see, a lot of people, when they saw Namor, they were just like, oh, shit, I didn't know, A, that character existed, B, he could do that, right? And, for me, it was more so just freaking out to see him actually brought to life, right? Nothing he did was like, oh, I didn't know he could do that. Yeah, he moves at the speed of sound. He can move, well, not speed of sound, but he can move very fast. Yeah, see how I almost created a new narrative? He can fly and stuff like that.
He can fly.
But no,
He's
just
strong.
seeing,
yes,
super strong. Just seeing Trevon's enjoyment of it was just very fulfilling.
I was fucking elated when I saw him flying. I was like, oh, you're doing it with his little wings.
So
somebody said the hardest working person on earth is his fucking wings. And I said, that's a lot of body you're holding up.
Yeah.
And then to propel it,
I'm not gonna comment on that. It's a lot of body. Yeah. But,
my, okay. Joe, what's going on, Joel?
You did it. You said it.
Could be bigger. Just saying, man.
Good enough to me.
What's going on, Joel?
What did damn it, I forgot what did he say? What, serpent something? Damn it.
Oh,
Whatever.
Don't worry. We're gonna check out the trailer together.
I know he said something. I was like, I love that combination. I love it. Anyway, I'm good. I'm very excited to talk BP2. That's what I call it now. Instead of Wakanda, I call it BP2.
I mean, yeah, that is. I mean, shit. Somebody said today, hey, it's just Namor's movie. And I said, oh, well, can't really argue there.
Whoever said that, let's not get canceled.
It's Namor. Wakanda.
I'm just saying. He's taking new residency. Apparently, he lives in Wakanda now. But anyway, before we get into showing off the trailer to break it down together, shout out to my. Yes, I did change my name to that. Yeah.
Juwaan promised he'd learn how to swim just for this movie.
Yeah. I'm telling you right now, Joel, I am dressing as Namor when we go see this movie.
Please don't.
I'm just letting you know.
Only if you get the piercings. You get the piercings, I'll allow it.
Okay, I'll get the piercings, but
you got it.
But the one caveat has to be that I do not have to get physically fit.
That's fine. You get the piercings, nose piercing, ear piercing, we're good.
Good. And the nipple piercings.
Oh, he don't have those, but if you want to add that, that's on you.
I didn't say he did. I just said that's what I wanted. Anyway, I love our group. Anyway, all right, shut up, Trevon.
I'm down.
All right, okay.
What did I come into?
You came into Trevon trying to body shame me because I don't look like Namor.
Juwaan wants nipple piercings.
Jesus. I already just watched one family fight. I don't need to watch another when I come in here.
My dad said he's dressing up as Joel. Well, Joel will look very tribal that day. So.
Nice.
He will have on the good old New Jersey tribal fit. So you can
wear my hat,
you can rock that. Yeah, you can rock that.
It's really just this hat and a hoodie. You good.
That's really Joel's 1-2 punch right there.
That's the New Jersey tribal look.
I'm telling you right now, if we did a Where's Waldo book for Joel, You just look for the hat and hoodie. You're like, I found him. He's right there. Right there.
Nice.
But all right, let's get into this trailer.
Right
man.
on time.
No, I'm only laughing because I swear to God, Joel loves winter for the sole purpose of bringing out that hoodie.
Because you wear hat and hoodie.
If they
great.
made hoodies long enough to be pants, I swear to God, Joel would just be full.
You don't do the Belichick hoodies in the summer? Have the sleeves cut?
I have a pair actually.
I don't be seeing him with it, but I'll make sure he brings it out next year. I'll make sure he brings it out next year.
I do have the short sleeve hoodies, but I don't wear them often unless it's raining. Man, that's when I wear it.
Joel despises Bill Belichick that much. He won't wear it.
It's not. I have sleeves. They go down in here, bro. Yeah.
All right, let's get into this. Let's do it. All right. This is gonna be very, very, very freaking emotional. Holy shit.
Like the trailer or the movie? I know the movie is. But
No. The movie I'm referring to.
I was gonna say, I didn't get that emotional about the trailer.
No, not in this one.
I'm a crier. Yeah, I'm a crier. What do you want from me? I'm a crier. That's what I do.
I think we already been hit by it in the first one. So we're like,
Right.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we don't all cry, what's the point?
Yeah, that's true.
Heartless bastards.
By the way, I want to go back really quickly. That visual, by the way, Ryan Coogler, I'm sorry, he should be directing the next Avengers movie. Just the fucking visual of this scene coming up right here. This scene coming up, just the visual, just this one scene already, it was just like, I don't know what crack Ryan Coogler was on when he directed this, but look at this. This shit is like, what the hell? This is crazy. Like, what? He made an underwater civilization look like Vegas. Like, this shit looks crazy good down here, man. God damn, this looks beautiful. And then just a shot of him just floating into his throne is just like, oh, come on, man. Come on,
mouth.
I love that the throne is the shark's mouth. Like,
I love that too. I also love. Let's not skip over that line. That broken people make the best leaders.
Yeah,
that is such a beautiful line. That is such a beautiful line. Anyone that's ever had to create something knows that the best way to remain successful is you always have to take self out, right? So the reason I bring that up is Tanakh actually said in an interview with Entertainment Weekly, and I quote, maybe the most important twist in the character is that he's not a selfish person. He's taking care of a community. He's not an individualist. He's part of a tribe. That is a drastic twist from Namor in the comics, who like to just float around and pull his nads out and put them on the table.
He was kind of an assople.
Yeah, not kinda. He was extremely an asshole.
That's fair. I tried to be nice.
Yeah, you could.
He was a douche.
He was not a likable character. And I don't mean not a likable character like the character was bad. I just mean he was such a
like douche. As a person.
right.
Like if you lived in that world, you'd be no fuck Namor.
100%. And he wasn't even like a cool douche like Tony Stark. Like Tony Stark is like the sarcasm that you love. Namor was more so just like, no, I'm better than you. It's like, well, what? Yeah. See, I don't even wear clothes. I'm better than you. It's like, oh, that's true, Namor. So I love him saying that they went into this making his purpose less individual and more tribal, right? Like he's trying to protect his people. He also went on in this interview to say that the events that Namor goes through are a direct result of the first Black Panther. So he said in the interview when T'Challa announced Wakanda to the world, right? It opened it up for more than just Wakanda. It put places like Namor's land on the map. So he's saying this kind of
this presence
hatred, or well, yeah. I know what you're gonna go with, Trevon, but this hatred that he started to build up is not new. It's something that's been festering since the events of the first Black Panther. Which I know a lot of people are like, well, how come we haven't seen like the remnants of it? I think a lot of people forget between the first Black Panther, we kind of had something called Infinity War, like not that far after.
Yeah, they had a lot to. But
you hear in the trailer.
I felt like even from what he was when they were talking about M'Baku's speech during the trailer, it sounded like the hate went. It sounded like the hate went before that. Like I get what
it
he's
might
saying,
be. Yes, it might be ancient for
but
sure.
like
for sure.
From what M'Baku was saying, that sounded like that hate was like you grow up knowing that.
But also, Didge, I want to say really quickly, we'll get to the scene in this trailer. I do want to push back on that a little bit. I think when he was speaking about Namor, I think that might be after the events of Namor flooding Wakanda and them having to move up into the Jabari tribe land because that's so high up that it can't be flooded. So once they move up there, because remember, he said to kill him means to enact war. I think that's because of the survivors of Wakanda were like, this motherfucker gotta die.
Oh, maybe.
He gotta die.
Maybe.
I think that was M'Baku saying, no. I know this motherfucker.
But then
they ain't to play with.
But then even in the last trailer, when he was looking at remember when Namor was looking at sort of the carvings, it looked like it still was about Wakanda and I don't want Telecon.
Oh, for sure.
So it looks
for
like,
sure.
That's what I'm saying. It looks like they had.
Go ahead, Trevon.
I was saying I feel like I'm pretty sure they know of each other or whatever. Maybe they just don't bother each other until
I think that's what
they
it
open
was.
it up.
Yeah.
Now everybody's coming there. And now it affects them too. They're like,
I think a lot of Wakanda staying
You're
secret.
doing a lot.
I think a lot of Wakanda staying secret helped keep them secret.
Yeah.
And then when you opened yourself up, you now have people that could go through those waters that are now like, hey, there's a lot of shit down here, bro. Like, there's a whole world down here.
I said a lot of stuff down there. Hold on.
There's a world down here, bro.
Anchor here real quick. I gotta drop.
So, Joel, to your point, and then we're gonna continue with let me bring in this comment. Namor in the comics is Black Force energy. He'll steal your girl. That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure.
Yeah,
especially how Namor looks now. He'll for damn sure steal your girl. Cooler is that dude. That's for sure. That is true. That is very true. Tony Stark was married and was still like, yo, what's Sue up to? It's like, damn, man, relax. But Joel, I wanted to pose this to you. Because I kind of feel like, I kind of forgot a little bit where I was going, but I kind of feel like part of this this story, remember when we heard some of the rumored leaks a while back, right? That had to do with, a certain villain that might possibly pop up in this movie. We won't necessarily get into the name of them, but remember how one of those things, and it was confirmed when the announcements for this movie came out, that Riri was an important part of this movie. Right? She was essentially the catalyst for the division. So it seems like this underwater crew, right? They're digging for vibranium. And instead of finding vibranium, they find Namor's world. And it seems like they cause chaos there. As you see in the trailer, Namor's people are going up that ship. The tanker. The tanker that's in the middle of the water. So it seems like Riri, thinking that she's helping find vibranium, ultimately finds a new world that nobody else knew existed. And now Namor's like, see, this the shit we talking about. When Wakanda was closed, we were peaceful. You opened it, now this happens, right? So now I gotta kill her. Your time is up, Riri. And then I gotta kill all y'all. Like, it's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. So like, did you get the feeling of that, Joel, that like, that's what this stems from, is maybe digging for vibranium and coming across a whole new land that you didn't even know, or civilization rather, you didn't even know existed?
Yeah, I think that's kind of what probably ruffled their feathers. They entered uncharted territories looking for shit that's not belongs to them.
Right.
And maybe trying to do it in a way that doesn't actually involve entering Wakanda. Right. So maybe they found it underwater, like, we can probably still get the same shit under here.
Right.
And what they find out is that there's a kingdom under there. Like, whoa. I'm
just picturing when they get under there and they look over, right? And they're just like, what is that? You just see Namor standing there like, the fuck is this? Like, who are you? And he's like, oh, sorry, we're just here for vibranium. It's like, not down here, dog. That's up there. You can go.
They're like, damn, it's a lot of stuff over here beside Africa.
Yes, that's exactly what they said. What the hell?
Where's
Spanish? Like, this is weird. All right, let's keep going.
Love that transition, by the way.
That's a beautiful transition. Yep. Because I think Trevon, I think what they were trying to mirror there was the birth of Namor, and essentially, to a degree, the death of Wakanda as we knew it. Right. So it's like Wakanda's falling as Namor and his people are rising. Right. Which, by the way, can I just say, again, that fucking Namor dropping down in that throne.
His people did not call him general or king. They called him Kukul Khan.
All right, now, when I tell y'all, I asked Siri, I asked Jesus, and I asked every mobile translator. So, Kukul Khan is what it sounds like he's saying.
I thought he said cuckoo cow.
I thought he said,
and I was like,
I thought he said KKK. And I was like, sir.
Trevon, he's not even white. What
Look,
the hell is that?
I know what I heard.
Trevon,
when I heard it. I was like, Wait a minute.
Now, I don't know if y'all know who Cuckoo Cow is. He had one hit.
I rewind that a little bit. I rewind that. Hold on.
Trevon, I will ask you, do not get Black Panther canceled before it even comes out. Okay?
I heard what I heard.
This man
I was
said
like,
KKK. It's like, wait, what?
I heard Cuckoo Kong.
This should give him a different name or something. I don't know.
Let's hear it one more time, and let's take Trevon's
Put it with
excerpt
subtitles, and we'll figure this out together.
Let's take Trevon's excerpt out and try to reassess it.
Tell me you don't hear it.
Hold on. Let's go back.
Listen.
No, I never heard that till you said it. Now I hear it. Now I hear it because you said it. No, because you said it.
They called him Kukul Khan.
Cuckoo Kong.
Cool Khan. Yes.
There's an H in there. L, yeah.
I got it.
But-
I looked it up.
Go ahead.
It's spelled Kukulkan. Literally just means amazing serpent.
Right. So I think what we also have to remember throughout this movie, is that it's a very Aztec and Mayan background.
Yep,
so a lot of this will sound very, very, native, right? So it's like trying to say it in our way won't come as fluent as when they say it, right? Especially when Namor says it, you can go, oh, god damn. Ooh,
that's what he's wearing. That's his headdress.
Yes, that's the headdress, right.
I'm never saying
But it was hilarious. As soon as I Googled it, even trying to just misspell it, it had it right away.
Right. But
a lot of people have been Googling this.
The amazing serpent.
Trevon, I like that you say you're not even going to say it. You want to know why I like that? Because when this movie comes out, you know what no one will logically, let me state that again, logically be able to do. They will not logically be able to compare any of Namor's story to Aquaman. They don't even swim the same. When you see the scene of them swimming, it's drastically... Aquaman swims like Superman flies underwater. Like, it's the most...
Missile.
Yeah, it's like, are you swimming or flying?
He's
like,
telekinetically passing through.
Like, it's like the weirdest thing. Right. But Namor, they're swimming, right? They're actually... Like, everything about Namor is drastically different than Aquaman.
Now, we're saying that now.
Mm-hmm.
We have not seen him when he has to get somewhere quickly. We don't know what he'll do when he has to get somewhere quickly. In the water. I'm talking in the water.
Oh, no. But here's the difference. If he does that, it makes sense. I don't know why Aquaman does that. But if Namor does it, it makes sense. The Aquaman doing it is what's weird. But what were you going to say, Didge? What'd you find?
Oh, I found the pronunciation guide for it. It's just Kukulkan.
Yeah. It's also that's the Mayan name for Quetzalcoatl.
Yeah.
Which is
and it's just his African accent that they have.
I was just about to say yes. The African accent really kind of buries a lot of the syllables in there.
Because as soon as they said it in this pronunciation guide, I was like, "Oh, this is easy. All right, I get it."
Because I can't tell you how many review breakdowns I saw that were like Shaka Khan. All right, okay, yes. I'm like, no, not even close. You're wrong. But all right, let's keep pushing through.
It's like story time with M'Baku.
It definitely looks like story
That's
time.
What it is.
Just
no, but
around.
You know what this also could be? You know what this also could be? He might be the most senior member of Wakanda currently. Because we don't know where Shuri is. We don't know where the Queen is, right?
Ramona, she's probably...
Me and Joel, we'll talk about that once we get done with the trailer. I think she might be going
He
bye.
ran up on her.
Oh, you think she's dead? Oh,
Yeah, well, maybe not in this scene, but I definitely think this movie ends with her definitely biting that bullet for sure, 100%.
Possible.
you think they lose another member of that family?
I think it's
Yes.
gotta be hard. It's gonna be hard.
Yikes!
Because
gonna be
here's the
hard
thing.
time
Here's the
with
thing.
her.
It'll
I
turn Shuri
don't-
up.
I won't feel comfortable if this movie that is essentially supposed to be war ends and everybody surviving. That just cannot happen, right? And you can't start plucking away the Dora Milaje.
It looks like all of Wakanda is gone, other than the mountains, obviously.
Which is why, Didge, if I told you all of
Barry.
Wakanda is gone and everybody survived, you would call some kind of bullshit, wouldn't you?
not if your leader survives. Nah, some other people might not make it.
Yeah, but who else that we care about on that level? Like, you're not
Okoye might
taking...
be gone.
Nah, no way you take
No,
the head
no,
of the
no,
Dora
no, no,
Milaje.
no, no, no.
No way. No way. No way.
Who do you think?
He
Who
was
do you-
saying Okoye. No way
No.
Okoye goes.
We've already
No way.
even heard rumors she's getting her own shit. You really
Right.
think they're gonna...
And think
When
about
the
this,
first time
Didge.
somebody died and Marvel gave him something after death.
Think about this. Think about this. If you take Okoye, the best way to take Okoye is that somebody else in that Dora Milaje was of stature of Denai Guerrero, like a passing of
Well,
the
isn't that
torch.
what they're doing with Michaela Cole?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. No.
No.
That's a whole separate thing. That's a whole separate thing. I think she might end up joining a version of the Dora Milaje, like helping to protect Wakanda.
She
But
is
she's
going
not.
to be a part of the Midnight. I don't know how many times I have to say this.
And Joel has said it a lot. But no,
I
she
thought
is
that was
not
the
part of the
brand for
Dora
the,
Milaje.
Dora
I thought that was.
They're actually technically not a Dora. They're like they separated themselves from the Dora. I don't know how the movie's gonna do.
Oh, Joel, I know a perfect way to explain them. They are exactly like when Bo-Katan met Din Djarin, and Din Djarin said, "You took your helmet off. You're not one of us." And she's like, "Oh, you're part of those people, that tribe that we kind of don't associate with anymore. You're
like
you're
Ahsoka not
those
being a
people."
Jedi.
Wait, say it again.
Never mind.
No, I didn't hear you. No, I seriously didn't hear you. I didn't hear what you said.
I said like Ahsoka not being a Jedi.
Well, no, that's more different.
I mean, they can still do everything they can do, right?
Oh,
It's
I see
not-
what you're saying. Yes. So it's more like that, Didge, to where it's like the Death Watch, which is Bo-Katan and all the Vizslas, and then the...
I get that that's how it is in the
the
comics,
tribe.
but they've changed a lot.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
not
no.
saying-
Don't get us wrong. If they change it to where she joins the Dora Milaje, we were wrong. No problem.
I'm
Well,
not-
because even
what it
in the
looks
comics,
like-
she was adorable. She got stripped of. She got stripped of her.
And that's
Mhm.
what we're saying.
Why?
We believe
Oh,
she went to
Ahsoka.
go create her own faction, is what we're saying. That she's going to be a part of another faction, not an heir apparent to the Dora Milaje.
You could be right. I have no idea. It is the way that they were when I heard about her casting. The way that they were sort of talking about her casting, they made it seem like she was still going to be a part of it. So
She
that's why
might be down the line.
They might
be down
make
the line.
True.
them. They might make them like a Black Ops team. Like
I was gonna
Right.
say yeah,
Right.
and she could have just not gotten stripped as of yet. Like she could.
Right.
That could happen.
Also.
'Cause I'm
Or-
pretty sure that Okoye thing that's gonna probably connect it to them. I think.
Right. And how that goes deeper than what we just know the Dora
Right.
Milaje to be. Right.
That's fair.
Cool God.
Not gonna lie, I hear it now.
Yeah.
Killing him.
Look at that.
Look at
I
that
saw that. I was
shot.
like,
Look
No.
at that
Oh,
shot.
not even this shot. No, the shot where he's moving. That's the one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
You
but
see
this
him
shot
flying.
right here, I was like,
That's the
This
one.
shot.
I didn't think like
Holy.
they showed it. I was like,
Like, wow, look at that. Goodness gracious.
Killing him will risk eternal war.
He's
Cause see, she's here undercover.
Right.
for the surface world.
Oh, this is my favorite shot of the entire
it's
trailer.
all reflection.
I love that they're watching it, and look how that's why I said me and Joel like the Queen's dying. I mean, look how prepared she is for it. Like Namor's about to come right in, and you just see her standing there swole, like, all right, what up? You know what I'm
But
saying?
even after that, you see him. Obviously, we're gonna get to it in the trailer. They're staring each other down in the beat. Now that could be editing.
Well, no, I don't think it's editing. That might be earlier in the movie. They might have met
Oh, maybe.
beforehand. You know,
Possible.
because I think they might have met, and he kind of enlisted the terms of you either surrender Riri, or I will burn all of Wakanda down, or flood it, rather. Right, and I think she essentially said no. She's under the protection of Wakanda, and he said, "All right, bet."
I
Hope
just
she can
saw
swim.
your name says J Moore.
Yeah,
I hate it.
Yeah,
I just saw
Namor,
it.
son.
I
Namor,
just saw
son.
it for the first time.
I'm
I saw the
Namor,
Namor son, and I just thought it had your name.
Yeah, no,
I
J
hate
Moore.
it.
Yeah, J Moore. Sorry.
I hate
Well,
it.
you're talking to J Moore from now
I
on.
hate-
I don't know
I
what to tell
hate
you,
it.
Didge. I don't know what to tell you. There's no more Juwaan. It's only J Moore. Until December hits, I am J Moore. That's it. I don't know what to tell you. See how they swim? They swim so fucking elegantly. Holy shit, look at that. I love that. They look like mermaids.
I mean, that's how people swim underwater.
Wait, say it again, Joel?
That's how people swim underwater. Yeah.
Mhm.
No, but I'm saying when you see other versions of people swimming underwater, it never looks like that.
That's because theirs
You know
is
what
so
I'm saying?
uniform. They dolphin kick so uniform. It was
Yeah.
everybody was just at the same
Yeah, it's
time.
They
very
do.
casual. They're not,
And by the
they're
way,
not-
Didge,
they're not in a rush, obviously.
She's not wearing the same outfit she was
Yeah.
when she was in the tower.
That is very true.
That suit is something.
That doesn't mean that I was right. This could be after. They could be after that scene we saw.
Yeah.
You know.
Could be before, could be after. Who knows?
Didge, I just saw it too. J Moore's wife. I'm J Moore, man. I'm living for Namor. This is just our world we're living in. All right.
Woo.
This scene was weird.
That's one way to use
right?
Reminds me of the last movie.
Yeah. Oh, so it's a Koya in the car. I was like, who is in the car?
Now,
Not
this
making.
this scene, Didge, I don't know about Joel, but this scene for me, hold on, I'm gonna pause.
Looks
right
like
now.
he's in a ship.
This scene for me right here
Mhm.
seems like her
And
mother
Bucky holding her.
went on the front lines, right?
And just didn't come back.
No, and they would not let Shuri go after her, right?
Oh, maybe. I didn't think about
And
that.
I think this is more so because look at M'Baku's face. M'Baku's face looks more like, all right, I know what my job is now.
I had to watch it 3 times to realize that was M'Baku because I thought that was hair.
It is hair.
But
It
I
is
thought
there,
was
just
like-
not his. Yeah,
It's
no,
like-
just
I
not
was
his.
like, bro, I was like, who is this dude? And then I was like, oh, it's M'Baku.
Yeah, that's M'Baku. But Trevon, what were you saying before I hit play? What were you saying? It looks like a ship. You said it looks like a ship.
When he put the thing
When he's
down,
doing
like
that,
I was looking at what's behind him. It looks like he's in.
Was
a
that
ship.
before this or
something.
after this?
It's after this, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I
let's
think it's
see.
after this. Yeah, he's going upstairs.
Yeah.
He's inside of.
Yeah,
It's
he
not
might have
this. He's
been
not
one
in
of
here.
the. He might have been
Yeah.
in one of the Wakandan ships. Like
Yeah.
somebody was trying to flee and he landed inside.
Yeah, I mean he
This
was
is the
dashing
throne
up to
room.
him, so maybe that's what he was doing.
Yeah, maybe
Right.
that's the ship that was shooting at him.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. But he's dashing.
That shot.
I love that. And I know this is going to sound so weird. And look, they're in a ship. So Namor
Yeah.
might have hopped in this ship and then
Maybe.
started to.
Another dress by Ramonda.
Yep.
It is.
I will say
Third
this.
dress.
I know I'm the only
Fourth
one.
dress.
Joel tells me I'm the only one always. But I am really fucking excited for Atuma. I cannot fucking wait to see him brought to life.
I remember talking to you about Atuma.
I
but
can't
okay.
wait. Would you say, Joel?
So I don't remember talking to you about Atuma.
No. I'm saying because you always say that I care about the villains. Nobody give a damn about the villains. I'm always here caping for the villains. I've been
What are
loving
the
on the villains.
Tuma's abilities?
They're just not. They don't.
Lesser of Namor's. Like he can't fly at all.
He
Or
was
super
a
speed.
regular, well, Atlantean. I guess not Atlantean in this,
Right.
but he's a rival. He's a very much. He's in the enemy. He's the enemy in the
Mhm.
comics.
I would say Trevon. I think the best quality he has is you can make a case he's almost as strong as Namor.
Okay.
Like I've never seen Namor just dog Atuma. They've been kind of
You
Even
actually,
keel
if you
there.
watch the Avengers, the Black Panther one,
Mhm.
where it was just about fucking Black Panther,
right.
Avengers Assemble, Atuma's the main villain during that run in the cartoon.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
They have
duh. Yes. I do remember.
they have Atlantis with no Namor. It was the weirdest thing.
It
I
was
do
'cause
remember that.
they had like a leader and everything, and I was just like,
Yeah,
no
Atuma.
Namor.
It was Atuma.
Like that's weird. Yeah, it's the
Them
weirdest thing.
rights were held deep.
You know, Universal was just like, I fucking think not. I think
Not
not even
any
in cartoon.
medium. No medium.
Well, that cartoon held a lot of things.
Say it again, Joel.
So that cartoon held out a lot of things. Like we didn't see Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver in that.
Right.
You
But
know?
I mean,
Fox, right?
well,
Wait.
no. I mean, again, that was
Was it?
acceptable because it wasn't like they were introducing a whole mutant storyline and just left those two out. This literally gave you the story of Namor and just left Namor out of it. That was wild. That was like,
completely.
damn,
left
y'all.
That might have been
Jeez.
rights because Fox still had rights to TV shows. So I want
Right.
that was.
I don't think it matters. I mean,
I am-
when it comes to cartoon, I don't think they have that control over it.
I think it's somewhat
Oh.
Switzerland. I think I think it's to the discretion of the writers, and the writer probably just like, no Namor. I am
Right.
very curious. One character we've not really focused on in our 5 times breaking down these Black Panther trailers is Nakia.
Nakia.
I'm
Yeah.
very intrigued to see because obviously I believe
We
her
barely
role
see her.
is. Well, that's
Right.
my point. I'm very curious as to why. I think she maybe infiltrates
She's a spy.
Wakanda.
No shit.
And Joel, maybe
She probably Black
maybe
Panther, we
there
don't
might
even
be a
know.
little bit more to this because remember we heard the rumor of a possible
Offspring.
Yes, so maybe she's
That's what I was
pregnant in a
gonna
lot
say.
of this movie.
That
She
would
might be
make
pregnant in a
sense.
lot of this movie.
Well, that's the thing is that we were for the longest time with the rumor that came out, we didn't know if the kid was already born or not.
Right.
So we're like, maybe she is pregnant. You know?
Because to me, not showing her kind of has to be like she either dies in the first 20 minutes or there's something else, right?
Yeah,
Like there's
right.
something else drastic. Because it's just weird. She's
Well, like even in the scenes that she does. Oh, sorry.
no. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
She does fight.
I was gonna say, even in the scenes that she does show up, I don't remember seeing any action scenes. Did I just?
think she's
am I just
in
misremembering?
action scenes.
She
Let's
might
stand
have.
on the beach.
She might have been Didge, but they cut it so quickly. They cut it so fast.
Okay.
Like they don't really.
Because I was gonna say, yeah, like Trevon said, the main one I remember is her always looking off into the distance, or like
Right.
Yeah.
like
That's the
this
first
scene like we're
person we saw.
seeing.
Yeah.
Right. Same suit. They have a suit with her with the mask on, right? There's like a mask that she wears in one
Yep.
of the suits.
That's what comes with the figure set. The
That's right.
mask.
The toy, yeah, the toy.
Yep.
That scene.
Go
It's
from
in Baku
Manda's
too, right?
It's just her changing her color.
Say it again, Joel. Wait, Trevon,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get back to you. Say it again, Joel.
That was in Baku too, right? Like diving into the water.
Diving
Yes.
into the water.
Yes. Yep.
That's gonna
He
be
said,
fun.
"Fuck it, we going to the Waveland."
That's a lot of weight to move around that water.
Big boy.
Water should be scared for sure. One of the scenes that I believe
I'm
was
pretty
in this trailer, but they cut it so quickly, was that M'Baku did give a strike to Namor that he just fucking shrugged off. I
I
can't.
thought that was in
find
the
it.
last trailer.
That was
No,
in
the last
that
trailer was him just standing there.
Oh,
That
I
watching
see
was-
you
it.
jumping.
No, that
that's
was
right.
the Comic-Con trailer, the D23 trailer.
You sure? Because I remember seeing. Oh, you're saying
Yeah.
the leak
we
version? Yes.
saw it.
Yes, we did see it. Thanks to Trevon. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm just picturing the Queen going, "Hey, wardrobe change." It's like, goddamn, again, wardrobe change.
I'm counting.
Bro, she's the queen, of course she is.
Man.
I wonder if she
She
does
is
it
the
as quick as
queen.
Beyonce. Like when she performs, like is it that fast? Like 5 seconds or less.
Every
Like-
scene she's in, and
Maybe
The movie's
Sherry
gonna
made
be a
her
whole
something,
new
but she
dress.
can just
Tearing
change
away
it.
shit.
She just goes,
Rip
you're
it
naked.
up,
No,
rip it
I'm not. Here's another suit.
she pulls on like the warm ups, like the Indian warm ups.
Yeah, VFX started. We worked.
Go cannonball.
Show them who we are.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
There's the energy burst.
Now,
No.
I will say,
Yeah.
I will say,
Well, yeah.
I cursed out Ryan Coogler, and here's why. When I first saw it, and she landed, and they showed it from the feet up, I'm gonna pause it where I got confused. Okay,
Look at them caps.
I thought no, not confused on who the Black Panther was, Joel. We
No.
always knew it was gonna be Shuri. It was the other people that thought it was someone else. Where I got confused was, or it could be for sure. We heard the rumors a long time ago that it might be musical chairs with this suit.
we did.
But
But
when I
who knows?
first saw this trailer on my
Pass
TV,
around the morpher.
I thought Ryan Coogler did something I never thought I'd see him be brave enough to do. I thought Shuri had the cape. And I flipped the fuck out. And then the camera pans. Yes, the camera pans up. And I'm like, oh, hell no. Like, damn, I thought she had it.
I wonder, does she get it during the movie, though? Like, that's something you don't show in your trailer.
I mean, to me, I don't think you necessarily have to hide. I don't think enough people are that invested with Shuri's run as the Black Panther.
I'm not even saying just because of the run, but it looks more like royal at first.
Oh, I got you. So you're saying
that's the thing you show at the end where it's like, yeah, I accepted this man, so this is I am the ruler now.
Got you.
Or that was an editing mistake.
Ahead,
or that was an editing mistake that was the cake. And when you came up, they fixed that part.
I like that you're trying to keep my hope alive, Trevon. I love it.
I'm just saying, they made mistakes before.
I did want to say, one of my theories, to your point, Trevon, as we fully break down this trailer, one of my thoughts that I think could happen in this movie is, I think the Queen comes to Shuri very early on, right after the funeral, and is telling her she's next up, right? Like, you have to step up now. This is you. And I think Shuri doesn't want it, right? So that's why I could see somebody like Nakia or Okoye saying, I'll just be in the suit. So it seems like Wakanda still has a protector. They just won't know who's underneath, right? And it's a revolving door. And I think when the Queen dies is when Shuri realizes, I have to step up. There is no one left. This is mine now. And that's when I think because first of all, shout out to Shuri. Because she damn sure said, hey, when I redid my brother's suit, I held back a little bit. Her suit is pimped out like a motherfucker. Like, she all gold on my chain. All gold on my watch. Like, she all gold everything out here, right? She made sure she was dripping. So I appreciate her going.
Well, remember, Killmonger's had the gold too. Like, I think that was supposed to be the next line, and
right.
Maybe T'Challa just fucked with purple like that. Like,
look, she saw that gold. She was like, you know what?
You know, she came out with the Wakanda 7. She said, all right, these are the new Wakanda 7s. But no, so Trevon, I want to go to you first. So my theory is that it's a revolving door till Shuri gets to the point to where she realizes she has to take on the mantle of not only royalty, but the Black Panther. And that's when she dons it, and that's when I think she fights Namor. And she leads the charge of Wakanda versus Namor. Because I think Namor is going to completely wipe it out, think he's won. Shuri steps up, puts on the suit, leads the charge against Namor to take back Wakanda. But what were your thoughts, Trevon, on that theory, and then your thoughts on this trailer?
I think that after, do you think this happens in between Infinity War and Endgame at some point, or part of it anyway? So I think that point when everybody's dusted, so somebody has to take out the mantle at that point. And then Shuri get dusted and T'Challa, and that's what we know. Yeah. So somebody took it up. So it had to be Nakia or Okoye. One of them, or I'm pretty sure probably was Nakia, took it up to that time. Somebody had to take it during that time. That 5 years. I don't
know, because Joel said this a long time ago, that it probably just went to M'Baku. Because remember, M'Baku was on the battlefield when all the dust settled after Infinity War. So I could see that Okoye was the face of Wakanda. I think
Ramonda was still there. So
I'm sorry. Yes. She was the face of Wakanda. Sorry. I think maybe M'Baku might have been the muscle. Because I doubt he goes back up into the mountains, seeing all of Wakanda in ruins.
He says it.
Half his people gone too. So yeah, I mean,
right. Were you gonna say, Joel?
No, he says when they interview him is that he has a different outlook now after the blip, because of the fact that he's integrated more. He's become more one with the Wakanda, because the Jabari were very separate from everyone else. But he's learned to. I'm like, it's a family type of thing. You know what I mean? Right. So that's why we'll see him in a different mindset. That's why the way M'Baku will be in this will be different than what we remember him, and that's why the whole idea of him becoming a ally is not really far fetched in this movie.
Right. Right. And because a lot of this movie takes place after Endgame, right? So we're to believe between the end of Endgame and when T'Challa passed, he had completely brokered peace between the Jabaris
but
and everybody else.
That is a good question. Like with Shuri and T'Challa gone during those 5 years, did they replace him? Was there a Black Panther or was there not? Like who was?
They thought about that. Like it was a lot going on during those 5 years.
Yeah. My better question might be: I don't think they made it known that T'Challa did disappear. Like I don't think they made it known to the world that T'Challa disappeared. Right. So for them, it's more so. Well, it's not like the Black Panther comes out of Wakanda to do anything anyway. You know what I'm saying? So for them, I don't think they necessarily needed protecting at the moment.
Well,
I mean,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, the problem is they opened up Wakanda already, so people are probably in there. You know, they were like, "Let's T'Challa."
Well, hold on. I don't think they opened it up to be like to be tourists. I think they opened it up for like communications, tech, stuff like that. They just opened up. They just opened up communication.
They
with
created
the rest of
what they call it.
They didn't have like a visitor.
I can tell you right now, Trayvon.
So they
the
can't
likelihood.
Be like, "Where's T'Challa? What can we talk to T'Challa?"
I can tell you right now. The likelihood. Wait. You mean the government?
Yeah, like where the king at? Why can we talk to him? Where is
sure. And they very likely could have said, "I don't know you an answer." Like we're not part of the. We're not part of you. We're not part of the U.S. You just fucking owe you an explanation.
You mean UN?
Okay.
Well, no, I mean they don't have to answer to the U.S.
But I'm saying they were at the UN when they were having that one.
Oh no, for sure. But Trayvon was saying if they asked about T'Challa, like, and I'm like, no, they don't owe them an explanation, bitch. The fuck are y'all? No.
I think it's noted that he's gone, and so is Shuri. It's like that's why it's probably like I'm not sure. There's gonna probably be different points in this movie because there was one point where Ramonda's saying that everyone's dead. Yeah. So I think that was that was during this blip or whatever. We're gonna see shit before that.
Who keeping the shields up?
Which is confusing.
Who keeping all the tech going?
Which is confusing because if what you're saying is right, Joel, what's confusing about that is she later on says what I'm supposed to believe.
IT got blipped.
Y'all are stupid.
I'm serious. That's what I thought about. For real.
The IT department got blipped away.
She says what I assume is during that UN meeting that when she brings in the soldiers, she alludes to you guys thought because the king was gone,
right,
that you could invade. Now that's a double entendre. That could mean in the 5 years he was gone, or now that he's dead.
That could work both ways.
Right. So I'm very confused on what part of this time. Yeah, that's why I hate time jumps. I hate time jumps because it works both ways.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you're telling me that this war with Namor has been festering for 5 years, to me that creates more issues. We gotta wait to see how they explain.
That's the thing either. Like we don't know when T'Challa died.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's all confusing to believe that one UN meeting was two different scenarios. But Trayvon, to kick it back to you, your thoughts on the trailer as a whole?
I think the trailer is beautiful. I'm very excited to see Namor and his wing feet, whatever. I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. Right. It's cool. And to see him sky hopping and stuff.
Sky hopping.
That's what I was like, cool.
Namor sky hopping.
I mean, to be fair, Didge, to be fair, to be fair, there is not a name for it. He can fly. No, he can fly. But, okay, so I look at it differently because when you read Jessica Jones comics, right, they call that just kind of assisted jumping because she never directly, like guided jumping, I'm sorry, because she never really flew. So I'm like, the way Namor is moving.
It's super strength jumping. They're using all that strength.
Right, it does look like he's more so jumping to pockets of.
He has legit wings on his feet.
No,
he's
flying for sure.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but the way he flies does look like what Trayvon's saying. It does look more like just jumping.
His way of flying is different than most people because it's through his feet, literally.
Right.
Yeah. He's only generating it from his feet, so he's not flying.
But Trayvon said, "No, that's not flying." He said it very quietly, and you were just talking. You didn't hear it.
Trayvon said flying.
That's flying. That is flying.
I said sky hopping. whatever it is, cool, whatever. I'm excited to see what he's gonna do. That was really cool to see Ironheart take off. I guess that finally get the suit together. Cool. They finally work. I was like, cool, good for you. Excited to see her. I'm excited to see what she's gonna do.
You don't sound it.
I just need to see. I just need to see what, like. I can't wait to get to it. Like I need this movie now, honestly. And also
got about a month
with the suits and stuff, right? You guys didn't hear my comment earlier, but I got to put powers every time I can. So, but I was just like, they're passing the suit around like they're passing the morph around. But like, here, I heard you that. Take it. You take it. Yeah,
I knew you were gonna bring it back up. So I was like, I'll wait till then.
I am. Yeah. But yeah, I was like, I'm excited to see what they do with that because I am very curious on how this movie is going to split up. Between the blip and now, and they have a lot they can work with. Honestly,
a lot of stories to tell.
Yeah, they can do. It kind of gives them a way to do the story without having to worry about T'Challa being in it. Because technically, he was dusted for that 5 years, so they can get away with that for a little while. I don't know. I'm really curious on how they're going to do it. It's a heavy task. I don't know. Are you going to show him at all? Are you going to use CG? Anything? I'm just wondering what they're going to do. No. I hope not, but I'm just wondering. Are you going to CG the Black Panther fighting or something? Like,
you can. Yeah,
you can do that and him dying that way or something like that. I'm just wondering. I'm really curious.
Like dying mid-battle?
I don't know.
If I want to see. I don't know if I want to see.
Here's the thing.
Like, oh, he dead. Like, well,
here's the thing. Here's the thing. You got to be. Here's the thing you got to be careful. You're not wrong. Here's the thing you got to be careful with, because I remember saying this when that Fast and Furious movie came out. It's a movie about racing, right? Mm-hmm. Paul Walker actually died from street racing. I know, yeah. So you couldn't kill his character off racing, right? It's disrespectful. So they essentially just said he's no longer He's no longer part of the story, right? And I said that was the best way to handle that situation, right?
Listen, I cried.
So Chadwick died from a sickness. Chadwick died from a sickness. I don't think you can necessarily get away with him dying from a sickness in this movie, right? Now, if you do it, I'm not saying it's distasteful, but it does kind of drive the hammer home. Honestly, with a lot of people still trying to get.
I'd rather him die from sickness than
this might make the most sense.
It does,
because I feel like if you show him dying in, like, you show the Black Panther suit dying in a battle, and it's like he died in every movie that we saw him in.
Word. And he's still dying in this one, Didge.
But it's still in two that would mean in 2 of the 3 that we saw him and he got his ass kicked and died. Because even though he didn't technically fully die in the first one, they thought he was dead from a lot of the movies.
He didn't get his ass whooped in Infinity War.
I said 2 of the 3. This would be the 2. It would be this one, and then
got you. Okay. No. I'm like, he didn't get his ass kicked.
He was getting his ass kicked in Infinity War.
Nah, that was mostly everybody getting their ass
kicked. Didn't Thanos like throw him or something? Wait.
Yeah, Thanos did throw. To be fair, can we be fair? Everybody in that movie, not named Thor and Wanda, was getting their ass just straight up dog walked.
But he didn't get his ass kicked to death in that one.
No, not at all.
For all intents and purposes, in Black Panther, he did. And if he dies, and I guess you could go out fighting. You don't got to get your ass kicked and die. But if you die at the end of your fight, you kind of lost.
You damn sure lost.
Like, even if the other person, like, it's not a win. Even if the other person dies too. So I don't know if you just.
It's a draw.
Want to see that.
It's a draw. Ain't nobody win. You died, I died.
Right.
Even Stevens. Yeah. No. Again, like I said, if he dies from a sickness, it's not distasteful. It just further drives home. Like, it reminds you how he really died in real life, and it just hammers that home.
It's gonna be sad as fuck regardless.
Oh no, I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that at all.
How you get sick? I'm just saying that's where my mind goes. Like, so you had the herb, how you get sick? Did you not have the herb?
We're gonna have to wait and see.
Like,
Blip made him get sick.
Something why nobody else?
Why everybody else about to say it? Everybody else can be sick too.
You guys didn't let me finish. The blip plus the herb just didn't mix. I don't know.
The cosmic energy.
I'm glad I'm not the writer, because clearly I wouldn't know what to do.
Yo, Didge just said that with a straight face, knowing that Shuri's about to take the herb and got blipped. What are you saying, Didge?
I know. I'm so glad. Like I said, Luckily,
Oh
I'm
my
not the writer
God.
because man, this would have been a whole
Oh,
different
man.
movie.
We got to get a Marvel movie that Trevon and Didge write.
I just wouldn't address it. I just wouldn't address it.
That
Again,
wouldn't be the movie.
It would just
Go
be a
ahead,
mystery
Didge.
how he died.
I
It'd just be a mystery
also
how
don't
he
think you
died.
should do that. Yeah, I don't think you should do that. I think you should either acknowledge it or just not, or just recast. Like you
Or
either
cancel the
acknowledge
movie.
it or just no, you don't cancel the movie.
Yes, you do. That's what I would have done.
Anyway,
Can't do it.
So Trevon will never work at Marvel Studios. Breaking news. But no. So to your point, Trevon, Ryan Coogler very bravely. Think about what he's doing in this movie, right? You're ending an era of the Black Panther, starting an era of the Black Panther, introducing Ironheart, introducing Namor, right? You're introducing all these different facets on top of propelling the MCU narrative forward, right? So I'm like, and I try to remind people, Spider-Man just did all this shit minus obviously the death of somebody, right? They just did
They
all
died.
that. No. I mean of someone in real life that died that goes into the movie.
Okay, yeah, fair.
But Spider-Man just had all these different moving parts and it worked. It worked flawlessly, right? So I'm like, I have no and I'm not saying you did, Trevon. But I know a lot of people are like, there's just a lot of moving parts. It's really not. Everything flows.
I know he's gonna do it. I'm just like,
yeah, no, that's why I said. Yeah, no, that's why I said not you.
I don't know.
But I see a lot of people saying like, there's just so many moving parts in this movie, and I'm like, not really. Everything flows in each other. Riri is a reason that the war starts, right? Namor is a result of the start of this war that bleeds into like everything flows into each other. There's nothing of this
There's a
movie.
manipulator, probably.
This movie wouldn't have came out.
Somebody with a cape, with a
Not
green
this
cape
fast.
manipulating.
It wouldn't have, if I was writing it on, this movie would not have
Why
came
is it
out this
fast?
year.
Why?
It's
Wait, Didge. I want to get back to that, but hold on, Trevon. What do you mean fast?
Chadwick died. Did it coming out now? Like already is fast to me.
You
But,
do know he passed away in 2020,
And listen,
right?
I hear you. Still need more time. Like,
How
I
much
would need
more
more
time did you need?
I don't know, another year or two. I don't know. I need more time. No, I need y'all to like. I don't know.
No, I am a
Like-
firm believer of if you thought it needed to come out, means you thought. If they release this movie now, that means they spoke with his family. I believe his family said no problem. Obviously, you see how cool his brother is with everything. His brother was like, recast it. So I believe that they got the okay from everybody. They got the okay from the actors. Yeah, he said okay and bounced. They spoke. Because Ryan Coogler was on stage saying how this kind of was a healing moment for everybody.
Yeah.
So I think everybody was kind of thinking the farther you put it off, the pain won't go away. I think it's better if we just embrace it now, kind of circle around it, right? And then put it out as like a love story to Chadwick.
And
right?
filmed this during the pandemic.
You know what I'm saying?
Boy.
Yeah, and filmed it during the pandemic. Yeah.
Woo!
Ryan Coogler,
my thing
motherfucker.
How do you got to tell that story? It's you saw what I tried to say when I was put on the spot of how he died. I said the herb did it. Like clearly, I wouldn't have had this story out this year. This story would have took like another 2 years.
No, I mean, look, I think the part that if you're Marvel kind of really spun you a little bit is when the story came out that he didn't tell anybody he was sick.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're Kevin, you get that news like the rest of the world, and you're like, I'm sorry, huh?
You're right.
Chadwick, what? I just saw Chadwick. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
You know.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
This is. I don't know if I should say this, but it's really weird that they wouldn't know because like your star, and you know what I'm saying, it's your star. You ain't got something in there where you like to know their health. Like it's I always thought that was weird. Like nobody do. Like it's very interesting.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing because this isn't like sports, so I don't think you have to like a doctor has to disclose your information. I think it has to be, hey, we're gonna film. Are you healthy to film? Especially in this whole COVID time we're in. And I think he probably said, yeah, no problem. And I think things just got worse. That obviously he didn't expect. And then it just snowballed from there. So I think he probably said
he thought he would make it. That's
right. He thought he would make it.
I guess my thought process like just when actors like during the break, like they know they get ready to shoot a movie. But I'm gonna go skydive real quick. Nah, no, you're not. Like, chill out. Sit your ass on the ground. Let me
Nah,
film this
I mean,
movie.
a lot
Stuff
of
like
these
that. I
people,
just
a lot of
wonder,
these people
like,
just trust it. A lot of these people just trust. I mean, shit,
just
they don't
cut
even
it.
have that clause in sports, Trayvon. They don't even have that in sports.
Yeah.
You see
Your
people
ass
getting in
sitting down.
car accidents and everything. It just it doesn't happen that way. But all right, Joel, I want to go to you because you had a theory about our boy M'Baku in this movie.
About a couple
So-
things, but yeah.
Okay, so
Ooh.
run off us a couple of your theories and then your thoughts on this trailer as a whole.
It was more like a guess.
That's all theories are. It's just guesses. That's all.
It's because for the longest time, rumor had it that M'Baku would probably take over at the end. Like we heard rumors that it wouldn't, like, Shuri would be the Black Panther in this movie, but she wouldn't keep the title. She would pass it down to M'Baku, right? That was the going rumor for the longest time. My theory is maybe there was a confusion there, and maybe that's not the case as much as like he would get his own suit at the end. Like she would keep the Black Panther suit, but she'd make him his own suit. You know what I mean? Because she would probably, it's more like, because to me this whole thing is about Wakanda, right? It's not just isolated to just Black Panther now.
Right.
So if she's the new Black Panther, she might need more help going forward. And that M'Baku helped during the blip, and now is helping now during the war with Talokan, and maybe he needs his own tech to help him out right at the end. So I think maybe that's where the confusion is, and maybe that's what she gives him at the end, and not the Black Panther suit. Maybe he gets his own white ape suit or some shit, because we're not going to get White Wolf anymore, because that's basically been given to Bucky.
Right.
There's no White Wolf coming, so maybe M'Baku becomes that ally that White Wolf was in the comics. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then I do believe, like I kept said earlier, I do believe the Midnight Angels will play a factor. I think we saw one of their costumes in the movie already, and that involves an Anika, and I think Okoye will be involved in some capacity. So that's my theory right now.
I like that, and I wanted to read this to you, Joel. Tanakh had another quote that I think a lot of us will be in high favor of. He says, Namor is not a villain in Wakanda Forever. Quote, Latin Americans are always the bad guys in Hollywood movies, and now we are the heroes, or anti-heroes in this instance. So I just loved him bringing awareness to the fact that, yes, I am tired of doing movies in LA where you're like, oh, he's going to go meet with his Latin American connect. He's a drug dealer. He got a lowrider. He's selling drugs. And it's like, bruh, why couldn't he just be like a tech guy? Like, why does he have to be like, why? You know what I'm saying? That's why I will always love Too Fast and Furious for making Ludacris more the tech savvy kind of guy. Like he could build on cars. Like he wasn't he sells drugs, but on the side does cars. Like, no, he's just a really smart motherfucker who's stuck in the hood, right? I can accept that. You know what I'm saying? So I like that he acknowledged, and that was probably a conversation that was had with not only the casting department, the writers, Ryan Coogler, when they decided to change not only the narrative of Namor, but the race, right? To go a lot deeper, to think harder, right? Which is why I always say, if you want to race bend, don't just do it to do it. Do it and make it impactful. And this is impactful.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
impactful.
Yeah.
So I love that he said something like that. So I just wanted to throw that in there, Joel, before you finish your thoughts on the trailer. Because I just thought it was such a powerful thing to say that, yeah, man, fucking sick of us always being lowrider driving, drug dealing murderers out here. Why can't we be heroes, right? And we're now seeing a surge of Latin Americans, blacks, and another group that's always ridiculed is Native Americans, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're seeing that surgence of them turning into heroes and not just people we're trying to go to war with or whatever the case may be. So this to me is just very powerful that they chose this platform, right, to just be so drastically different in a positive way. So I appreciate the entire team of the Black Panther Wakanda Forever for that. It's just beautiful to see. So Hispanic boys can look at this and go, I want to be that cocky motherfucker when I grow up. That's who I want to be. Namor.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very impressed with what they've done with Namor. I didn't know what to expect when we first heard Namor was going to be rumored to be in this, because it was like he's going to be the main baddie in it. Like, oh, okay, interesting. Not the first time he's been an enemy to anybody, and he's very much, I will fight you.
I will fight.
Yeah. He's not really hold back when it comes to that. He's very protective of his people, so he's very antagonistic. That's what he is in the comic books. He's very much an anti-hero. He's like, I'm not good, I'm not bad. He's been
Ride the line.
right, definitely right there. To me, he's very much like Black Adam in that, and they're very kings of their own kingdom, and they're very much, I'll kill you if you fuck with me.
I saw somebody today saying that they were disappointed that both Black Adam and Namor didn't fully dive into the ears. Like, Namor has the ears, but Black Adam doesn't have the ears.
Yeah.
And it's funny because when they said that, I looked at it and I was just like, yeah, no, you weren't getting The Rock to do that. Like, I'm sure someone drew it and The Rock looked at it and said, get the fuck out of here.
He did the Tooth Fairy, remember?
He did.
That was a different point in The Rock's life.
Very early in his career.
I tell you what,
whatever. Back then.
I tell you what, if I'm a movie studio and the Scorpion King is what you're bringing me before you're trying to tell me what you want to do in the movie, I'm telling you, go back to wrestling. Take your ass back to Vegas.
That's fair.
You fucking the Scorpion King is what you just did? You got sway for me, but now you can go, I'm not fucking wearing those ears. I'm not happy.
That's fair.
So I just wanted to bring that because I thought that was funny. I'm like, Namor looks so good, fully accurate, right? And I know a lot of people that complain about his look, but his look is not that different than the comics. Obviously, he has on the jewelry and whatnot. It's
definitely updated to match the setting, the new origin. So
right,
but he's very much accurate to what he looks like. He's got the green shorts, even though it's more longer shorts. He has
the only person, Joel, that needed him in that actual Speedo is Trevon. None of us needed him in the actual Speedo.
Yeah, he has the little green shorts. He has the pointy ears, the winged feet.
Very excited.
But I do like
this on Disney Plus. Yeah.
That'd be great.
We're gonna have to take away Trayvon's Disney Plus at that point. I tried to do it for Thor: Love and Thunder. I couldn't. They wouldn't take me seriously. But no, Joel. Yeah, he looks very good. And can I even argue? I like this staff a hell of a lot more than the Trident we're used to. I really do. It really sold itself.
It's overdone. The problem with the underwater ruler has the Trident. It always happens.
Let me say this also, Joel. You know where Namor would have fucked himself over if they gave him the Trident? Think about this. Namor comes out in November. Let's say if they gave him the Trident, right? Guess what comes out next year? Little Mermaid, Trident, Aquaman, Trident. That just would have been overkill. No. But I'm saying in that movie, the king in that movie has a Trident. So I'm like, that kind of would have just been like, all right, we're enough of this. Like, it's too much.
Well, it's overdone. That's what I mean. That's why I don't mind. It's a spear, not a Trident. You know what I mean? It's a Mayan.
More like a spear staff.
Oh, you have a figure?
That's what a spear is.
Yep, I bought the
blade at the end.
I bought the no, because it looks like he can use.
Spear, then, dude.
I've never seen people use the opposite end of a spear. They just use the pointy side.
Yes, you can. Of course,
you
can. It's a blunt end. Of course, you can.
The only person I ever seen did that was Donatello, and he only did that to make a staff seem cool. Like, I use both sides.
You don't kill.
But yes, Didge, to answer your question, yes, I did have to pick up Namor.
Nice.
I'm his son.
Awesome.
I'm his son. You know,
Yeah.
I love like it looked like he has sandals on and shit.
He does. I do wonder what that circle in the bottom of his foot is, though. That lights up. Wonder what the fuck that is. It looks very unique.
What is it?
Like, if you could see here on the bottom of his foot, you see that white part?
At the bottom of his foot or the top?
No. You know what I mean? Like in his foot, like in
a jam
in
looks like almost.
Yeah, I'm very curious what that is.
But it's jewelry, like
I love
pearls or something.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Let me see.
I'm excited to see.
Oh no, that's exactly what it is.
I'm waiting for the T'Challa
Some
special
shit.
pop that Target has when he's on the throne. I'm waiting for
The
that.
T'Challa special.
Yeah, it's a pop.
Yeah.
Oh,
T'Challa
okay.
Pop.
on the
That
throne.
makes sense.
It's
That
Target.
makes
It's a
sense,
Target
yeah.
You have to
exclusive.
get that Namor pop. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah,
I mean, they've been talking
Namor.
about all these fucking the Black Panther. We saw the Black Panther costume earlier.
Mhm. We might get a head start, Joel, because Funko is coming to New York Comic Con. They might have some Black Panther pops up in that mug.
I might have to get you guys to get me a Dragon Ball Z pop. But a couple of them looking at my eye on it. I might be hitting you up like, hey, you might need to
Let us know, Didge. We got you. Let us know.
Watch them drop the Power Bow at Comic Con.
What's that?
The Power Ranger Power Bow.
Oh, okay. You gotta give me more, Trevon. I had no idea what the hell you was talking about.
Sorry.
I'm like, there's a dude named Powerbow. Who the hell's Powerbow?
Powerbow.
I don't know what's happening in this world today.
What series is that, bro?
I was confused. I'm like, what cartoon Trevon watching? Joel, did you have any more theories, or was that everything?
No, that was my main one because after all the shit we've heard, and now we've seen so much more. I'm not really sure how any of it
Pieces together.
Even if it's true, like they haven't shown any of that to be true. It's possible. We don't know because again, a lot of what we heard was just like rumors, and you take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, placing what I've seen with maybe people heard, I'm just like, oh, maybe that's what actually happens. That's all it was.
Well, we are a step closer because within 2 weeks they will be doing their screenings for Black Panther. So we'll know a shit ton of shit. That's when we'll have to start staying away from social media or blocking keywords. Oh, 100%. Yeah. I don't think there's ever been a Marvel movie that they have not shown to the public, or I'm sorry, to a few audiences before they give it.
I was about to say, I'm gonna say they ain't doing Infinity War Endgame. I don't think, did they?
I think they did.
I thought they did.
No, they did because there were people on Reddit that was like, "Yo, Gamora died." I'm like, "Bitch, it's not out. Like, what? What the fuck? How do you know that?"
She gets out.
I'm telling you, she died. I'm like, "God damn." So yeah, I think people will see this now. How many, Trevon?
Oh, there'll definitely be reviews.
Oh no, for the media, but the media usually does it. Does a small one, and then they do it when they do the
big one. Yeah.
Yes, the red carpet. But Didge, as I pass it to you, because I wanted your thoughts on this, man. If Ryan Coogler can make Namor look this good, doesn't a small part of you in the back of your head go, damn, if Marvel had the rights to everything, this motherfucker was thinking of putting Storm in a Black Panther movie.
No.
Man. Picture all of Namor shots, but with Storm. Like,
man.
God damn, Didge. Like, how excited are you to see Ryan? Because, again, Namor is a different sandbox to play in than the Black Panther is. That's very, it's very suit-driven, right? So it's like, you can only do but some, and it doesn't have functions as far as, like, shit comes out of it or stuff like that. Like, obviously, he takes on the kinetic energy that he can, obviously, reverberate. But with Namor, there's so many different things you could do with Namor, right? That Namor himself can do. So you think about Storm and you're like, it's endless what he could have did with someone like Storm. How excited are you to see Ryan expand?
He wanted to do Craven too.
And he wanted to do Craven, yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that one. I saw.
That was what he wanted to do for the first movie, but Sony was just like, a new deal? And they're like, no, fuck you, no new deal. Like, yeah, you get nothing else. But how excited are you to see Ryan Coogler expand himself and getting creative with somebody like Namor?
I mean, honestly, if he's already introducing Namor, give him the reins. Let him explore whatever he wants to explore afterwards with it. And he already seems like somebody who, when he's faced with dealing with a culture, he tries to make sure that he expresses it the best that he can. If whether that's reaching out to people who are of that culture or, getting advisors to like make sure that it's represented correctly. Let him get the reins of whatever you're going to do with Namor after this. Because I can't imagine that it's a one and done.
Well,
it'd be a disservice if it was.
It better not be. Right.
I can tell you, he won't be a one and done because once this movie gets as close to $1 billion as it legally can, I guarantee you, Universal's gonna be like, hey, what else y'all want to do? Y'all want to do a series, a movie? What else y'all want to do in Namor?
Well, I wonder if the Hulk's if his rights are expiring, you think Namor's is too for individual film?
Oh, my brother. There's a reason we're getting Namor and Hulks more.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it has to be. The only reason I ask it is because he's talking about Universal's going to be like, well, what do you want to do? And it's like, I don't think they have a say anymore. I think that's it.
I don't know if it's as tight as it once was, or at all.
Right. But
till Universal comes out and says something, I still believe they got a little bit of a tight grasp of the balls.
on something
on either one or two of these characters for sure.
You could very much be right. I don't know. But either way, I think you gotta let him show. Let him, like I said, let him explore it. Talking about the trailer as a whole, the one question I had is obviously Namor, you could tell he's half. Why didn't they make Namor half? Because in the comics, she's not full. Well, in the comics, Atlantean, but
yeah, she's like him.
She's just like him. So that's the one question I have is what made you switch that? It's such a random thing to.
I like that though. It's weird, but I really like that. I like that Namora might be one of their people that doesn't believe in what Atuma believes, right? That you need to be.
Oh yeah,
she's his bridge. I think she might be the bridge.
Yeah,
telling the
He
people
could
like,
still be his
Atuma.
cousin.
I'm sure she still is.
Right.
There's no way you're calling her Namora, and it's like, yeah, y'all not related at all. Like she has to be his cousin. There's no way.
Right.
But she's just not happy. Like he's in the comic book.
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I like that because I think she could better be a bridge, right? To if Atuma starts to create division.
And also, if you make her half, it loses some of the flavor that Namor has.
Right, he's supposed to be unique.
Take some of that
If
shine.
they're both unique.
You're special. Why? Imagine.
Yeah. And then picture if they ever give us Namorita, and you're like, well, there's three of you? No, he's not special at that point.
Like, his specialness in the comics wasn't being the only half. Like,
no, it wasn't. But bringing it to this new audience, you want them to know he is unique.
The reason there was only one Black Panther in that.
Right.
Unique.
Right.
That's
right.
fair.
He's unique to this situation. Yes.
Yeah. But it was just the one thing that I was like, that's like I said, it didn't take me out or anything. I was like, that's a little weird. Like, all right, why'd you do that? But no, the trailer itself, like I said, so many of the shots were amazing. Namor flying, I call it flying. I don't know about this jump, skip, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Him flying up and just how fluid it looked. Like it looked obviously. It was going to look different from any other flying, but to actually see it, how different it looks from any other flying, was like, dog, this is cool. So like, I think it was a great send off for me. The last thing that I will see before this movie comes out. With that being said, I will be blocking everything that has to do with Black Panther
going forward
until the movie comes out, so I do not get spoiled.
I like that because I will be doing the full opposite. So when you take that you veer right to get off on that exit, I will full steam straight ahead to know as much about this movie as conceivably possible.
I will be creating my best words today. Tonight.
Yep. As soon as we end this live, I will be creating that whole mute list until you can do it for the month until November 10th. That way, I do not have to get any more spoilers. As soon as we're done with this
live, I am reaching out to as many people as possible to tell me as soon as you find something out, you make sure word gets back to me.
as long as word doesn't get to me from that, we're fine. As long as you don't hop into a group chat and be like, yo, guess what I heard? Because then I might block you. I might block you.
Block.
Oh, man, that's going to be the fun part. Like, all right, I got to tag Didge. That is my number one priority. No, but I'm extremely excited. I loved everything I saw. I think, obviously, we're all excited about the same things, but I think if just to be different, the thing I'm most excited about is 100% Riri. I'm just so fascinated to the introduction and then how you leave her character that allows her show to pick it right up where you left off, right? Like, where is she mentally in her headspace? Where is she suit-wise? Like, does she get a new suit at the end? Or do they save that for her series? Like, there's so many things about this character I want to know. And the first thing is, hey, Shuri, if you were helping Riri at all, why the fuck you let her make that shit so clunky? like why you
she
give
wanna
her
make
some
it
of that
herself.
good shit?
She might not wanna make it
She
myself.
clearly did. She clearly
She
did.
probably was like,
But
"You're
I'm
not helping me."
assuming
this.
Shuri probably no. Because this is what I think happened, Trevon. I think once she gets into trouble and Namor is now looking for her and Wakanda allows her to stay there, I think she creates the suit so she's not helpless, right? I think because you see the scene of some of Okoye in the car, somebody on a motorcycle, and then Ironheart right above.
Shuri.
Shuri, I'm sorry. So Shuri, Okoye, and then Ironheart.
I think for the longest time I couldn't figure out who was in the car, and then I saw the speed. I was like, I had to play it.
Yeah, that's Okoye.
So the question though, you know how
Go ahead, Didge, I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say, you know how when like you be trying to help people with stuff and they're like, no, I got this, I got you. Like, fine, do it yourself. That's probably what happened. Shuri kept probably trying to like, yo, you can do this. It'll look smoother. It'll look a little more sleek. She said, I got this. Fine, do it yourself.
I'm more so like the
I can
idea.
make it materialize. You ain't got to put it on.
Like, yes. Like, have you not seen Stark's latest editions? Like, what is this? But no, I really like the idea that while Shuri and everybody's handling the chaos of war, I believe Riri goes off on her own and creates it with the little material she has. And she decides, I don't want a savior. I want to save myself, and creates the suit. That's why I'm saying I think the movie might end with Shuri kind of giving her the tools to properly create a better suit that leads into her show. That's why I'm saying I can't wait to see the journey of Riri in this movie that ends with her getting her own series.
Sure, but like that was cute, but
I make better.
Throw that away,
Much
baby.
better. Yeah, throw that. You know how Tony Stark's suit just kind of came on to him? Yeah, he got that from
you
us.
saw how my suit did, right? You see how my suit did?
He got that from us. Yeah. That was cute, though.
But she obviously has a preference, and she likes Stark style. She
does. She likes to start off how Stark did, right. And Shuri's going to go, oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart. Stark didn't have a me, but you do. We're going to do you better. Don't you worry.
I don't think she'll ever get anything like that, though.
I'm happy that she won.
No.
It wouldn't be Ironheart if she did.
No. I'm not saying she'll get it like Stark's suit. I'm thinking Shuri gives her the tools to just make a better suit.
I'm just saying, but I don't think she wants their style, or else she would have had it like created a Panther suit. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
I honestly think she'll never get a suit from Shuri.
Did you were horrible.
I don't think so.
I think she'll keep doing it herself.
Well.
Yeah, I just can't wait to see her journey. I'm very excited for Dominique, and I'm very excited for this character going forward. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Is this something
we know we get she.
I put it in the wrong group chat, Trevor. I'm sending it to you now. I thought I put it in the She-Hulk one.
Would you say, Joel?
I think we know what she gets at least 2 suits in this movie.
Right. Mm-hmm. She gets the one that looks,
the clunky
and then,
one.
And then the one that we see them releasing.
One made out of like scraps, and then one that's
garbage. Right.
No,
the one
garbage. You said garbage?
Yeah, the first one was garbage.
Well, the first one is made out of garbage.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. It's garbage. That's what I said. Go ahead, Didge. What are you saying?
I was gonna say Stark's first one was garbage. I didn't like that one.
Yeah, well, no, I didn't say that to hurt her feelings. Goddamn, y'all! I'm just saying it was garbage.
I'm just saying the way you said it was like, yeah, she should have did better. Like,
no, it's just garbage. That's it. Simple as that. But I am curious.
She should have did better.
No, you work with what you got, but it was shit. Anyway, I am curious because there was a rumor that Marvel might be looking to take some of these shows and make them into movies, quite like Armor Wars did with Don Cheadle. We know that Armor Wars is now heading to the big screen from the little screen. I'm going to be honest with you. I think Dominique has the potential to lead a movie instead of a series. I would be very interested.
Let my man Don get the shine, bro. Let him get his shine.
No.
And then she can get hers later.
You're not hearing me.
Selfish prick.
You're not hearing me. I'm saying Armor Wars is just Don. No, Armor Wars is just Don Cheadle.
No, it's
I
not.
want the Ironheart
more
series.
People in it than Don Cheadle.
No, obviously. What I'm trying to say, if you would listen, is I want the Ironheart series to become a movie.
I know
That's all
what
I'm
you
saying.
want, asshole. I know what you want.
I
So
thought
why
the
is that
rumor was
selfish?
There were going to be like special
Because
presentations.
It's gonna take away from what the Don Cheadle's like War Machine getting to shine. Is what I mean.
It would. Why?
Because you don't need two armored characters having their own movie.
Oh, I didn't think
How
about
is
it that
one
way. That
having
is-
a show and one having a movie
Redundant.
create any more?
That's my issue.
But how does that create less confusion that one's on a small screen, one's on a big screen?
What do you mean confusion?
No, you're saying that
No,
you
he
don't
didn't
want
say
to have
confusion.
two of
He's
them.
just saying they're gonna. It's still gonna shine. It's one armored person on the movie at one time.
Yeah. Like they share the spot. She's gonna be in Armor Wars. I mean,
Right,
I
but
don't
I'm
need to see
saying the movie doesn't come out the same time her show does.
that. Yeah, her show will probably come out first.
That's what I'm saying. So why can't she have the movie come out and then he have his movie?
Because he's
Because
saying it's Don Cheadle's time next.
Right,
We already
that's
had one armored movie.
Mhm.
Right.
You want
If
Don
she-
Cheadle to be the next armored movie.
Right.
So you know why I want.
I get what you're saying now. Fuck all that. You can make them both. you can
You know
make
why I
them both.
want
That's,
both of
that's
them
why
to
I
be a
said what I
movie?
said because I know what you're saying.
I get you now.
and
I
I
get
say,
you now.
fuck your idea.
I get you now. I say it right back to you. Do both. But go ahead, Trevon. What are you saying?
I want both of them to be a movie so we don't have any filler. I'm just being
I
honest.
don't want both of them to go back to the
That
main
is-
series. I don't want no
Look,
more.
and I still don't
Everything's gonna
understand.
be a
Like
show going forward.
even with Armor Wars, I was like, oh, it's a movie good because I don't know what the show will be about anyway. So let's give them an hour and a half, 2 hours, cut it off. That's it. And then so
the more
Riri give her
filler,
the
the
same
better,
thing.
baby.
No.
All
I
filler.
don't need.
I want like it's like pudding to me.
Listen. I like Riri and everything, but I ain't trying to see her go to class.
Why do you think she's not going
I
to class
thought-
in the movie?
I ain't trying to.
Right,
She
she might-
I ain't trying to see her be in a whole 30-minute class. I'm not trying.
Yo,
A
Trevon,
whole episode of her in the classroom. No.
if I could ever get on the set
When is there ever
of
been a
Ironheart, I would ask them to make 5 episodes. If there's 6 episodes, make 5 of them just her in class. It's like, what do you want her doing in class? Creating a suit? Nope, just sitting there learning. It's like, why would you do that? Trevon doesn't want it, so put it in there, shine it up,
please,
put it right in
please
there.
make her a movie. Yes,
But to your point,
Didge,
Didge, to your point,
Yes.
there was a rumor that they want to do more special presentations, but I heard that was more for things like maybe Agatha has a special presentation instead of making that like a
A
movie.
series.
Oh,
or a
hell
full
no.
series.
Hell
Make
no.
that like
Put
an
that
event.
shit back.
That makes more
No.
sense. That makes
Leave
more
that
sense.
shit to Werewolf by Night
Yeah.
and them stupid
That's
ass
the next
songs.
Halloween, right?
No.
Yeah,
You're not
that would
doing
be
that
the
to
next
Agatha.
Halloween.
Makes sense,
Yeah.
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 No. I need my
I mean,
witch show.
I don't
Again,
like fillers, Trayvon. We need to right to the point.
She got mad.
I
It's
don't
a
want
lot
her
to do
learning
with
how
that.
to use a broom, Trayvon.
It's
I
a
don't want
lot
to
to
see
do
her
with that.
learning
I don't need
spells
an
in
hour
class.
of like witch training. Come on. Man.
But to be fair, so that Trayvon doesn't feel as though this is personal,
It
I
is.
remember saying that I would love a Christmas special dedicated to Luke Cage, and you call it Sweet Christmas. So I'm like, if you want to do more special
No comment.
presentations, I don't have any issues with that. And again, Agatha is not a character that should be fucking utilized. So if you want to take her from a show to a 1-hour special presentation, I love it. Because
Until
I
I
just
get
don't
Scarlet
need
Witch
that
back and it's confirmed, Act the only witch I got, so I'm taking it. Okay, all right. So that's
it's
where
not
I'm
the
at.
only witch you got. Didn't fucking Peekaboo 2 or what was it?
Peekaboo
Hocus
2.
Pocus, whatever the hell it was. You got Hocus Pocus out right
I
now.
am talking about the
Watch
MCU,
that shit for a
sir.
year.
In
Well, pretend
MCU.
it's in the MCU. Pretend those
No,
were Agatha's
no,
mothers.
no.
Okay? Pretend that was a
No.
prequel. All right?
No.
It's all Disney. Same damn thing. Anyway.
That's not right. That's why I hope we never get him
Right.
pushed up.
The Trayvon's, oh hell no. That was why I brought up the special presentation because
Hell
I saw
no.
Blake said earlier about
Hell no.
goodbye Agatha.
Oh, 100%.
Goodbye Moon Knight. Goodbye Moon Knight. That's why we got to
100%.
Ah,
100%.
down. Down.
100%.
So we got no renewal for Moon Knight yet. He's done. Canceled.
Yo,
That's
I
right.
didn't. My bad. I didn't know the name of the movie. I swear to God, I thought it was Peekaboo. I didn't know. I don't know. Hocus Pocus, Peekaboo, same damn thing.
Get him, y'all. He's going after Hocus Pocus.
I don't
Cancel his ass.
Get him, y'all. Who's the y'all that would come after me?
Whoever's
The,
watching this,
the
get him.
Hocus Pocus
I'm gonna
lights.
share.
What the
I'm gonna
hell?
share this shit. I'm gonna. Let me know what. Hold on.
I mean, to be
Look,
fair,
this.
he already started
Hocus-
bitching. It's okay.
Hashtag Hocus Pocus. Let me do this. Hold on.
Hocus Pocus.
Go ahead.
My
I'm
hot
all the
take
way
on Hocus
toxic. Go ahead.
Pocus is they weren't. It wasn't a good movie. The first one wasn't.
Hey.
My
This
sister,
one's
I don't know
great.
what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with you.
Preach
but
it,
okay.
Didge.
I
Preach
didn't.
it, Didge.
I just.
Preach
I'm
it,
like-
Didge.
and that's fine. Wrong
Preach
opinions
it,
are
Didge.
I
welcome.
won't take that
don't know.
disrespect. No.
All right. Anyway, we're not talking about. We're not talking about.
Peekaboo too.
Yeah, we're not talking about peekaboo. We're talking
Hope y'all
about.
sports teams lose. All right.
They did.
I don't know which one y'all got. I don't know which one y'all got.
Trust
I
me,
just hope
my
they
team,
lose.
my team
It's
did
okay.
lose. It was very
It's
heartbreaking.
okay, Trevon. It's okay.
Y'all
It's
keep
okay.
going after my damn witches every week. Tired of
Listen
it,
to me, Trevon.
Let
Listen.
me have my damn witches, okay?
Listen. Me and Didge don't feel offended because we are Nets, Yankees, and Giants
I
fans.
don't
So
know
it's
what that
okay if
means.
those
I
three
don't know
teams
what that
lose.
means.
It's okay. Yeah. Nets, Giants, and Yankees. It's okay if they lose. Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not a
Yeah,
net.
Didge, I'm trying to push it off
get
of our
it.
actual teams. Yeah, those are the teams that lose. No problem,
I hope-
Trevon.
It's not hard for me to find out which teams are your teams. It's not very hard for me to figure that out.
It's not very
So,
hard.
It's
Dave.
Joel
Look,
said
look
it's
at his shit.
It's
I don't
not.
know.
We bleed it. We bleed it. But
No eyes on
anyway,
my shit.
I wanted us to talk about
My
a little bit
campaign
about
starts tomorrow.
Net.
what are a few titles we think can transition from show to movie or from show to special presentation. Didge, I'll start off with you, and don't mention the Hocus Pocus sequel, Agatha. Talk more about something else you think could be a special presentation or a movie.
Let me see. I wrote.
Go
let
ahead,
me-
y'all. Go ahead, do Agatha, whatever. I don't care.
I
That's
did
all right.
think that.
That's all right.
Actually,
That's
you
all
know
right.
what? I want that to
Sorry.
stay a series. I do want that to stay a series.
You afraid of Trevon too? I get it. I understand. I already recanted
Witchcraft.
in my head.
No,
I recanted.
actually, I was interested. I was interested in that. Wait, what did you say, Trayvon?
You know
Messed
he whispered
up.
something.
It's messed up.
I know he whispered something. That's why I was like, what did you say?
But what would you like to see converted, Didge? It could be a show that you want to see turned into a movie, or a series you want to see broken down into a special presentation. And it doesn't have to be anything announced. It could be something that you think might get announced, that you think might fit the mold of a special presentation.
I think I would like to see. Honestly, I would like to see What If as an animated movie. I don't like the episodic format of it.
Okay.
It's because not with it being episodic, it's like everything's. You didn't really realize they were all one connected story to like the very end, essentially. Like you kind of got hints and.
If you connect it all in a movie, don't you take away the whole premise of it feeling like a multiverse, that everything is supposed to be separate? Because to me, if in the middle of the movie they give me the intro every time they switch to a new multiverse, I'll be mad as hell, Didge.
Well, no, because
That
then you
leaves
can
you wondering
if you do it as a movie.
What if? Like, bitch, I'm gonna go
Well,
take
no,
a
that'd
pee
be
break.
weird.
Like,
That'd be weird.
I'm sick of this
but
shit.
I think as a movie, you can make it feel like everything is happening at once. Where it's like, different scenes where it's like you popped into this universe, because you can always how they did it with Loki. How when they popped to a new scene and had like the planet or whatever they're on, you don't need to know that that's in a whole different universe. You just need to know, oh, okay, we're on this planet right now, and then later on you figure out like, oh shit, wait, I just saw Thor on this planet. Why are we in another scene with Thor?
You don't think that could start being a little confusing?
It's the same as it's literally the same as the episodes. It's just doing it.
But again, the episodes are supposed to
2-hour
symbolize that none of it connects until it does, right? So I'm like, if you do it in a movie, it might feel like it's all connected already, and it eliminates the fact that it's supposed to be multiverse. It's supposed to feel disjointed till you figure out a way to bring it together.
That's what I feel like. What I like about. And I think I'm sort of picking from Everything Everywhere All at Once, where I liked how everything felt so fucking crazy. And it felt like, again, everything was happening at once.
Okay. I get you.
And I really like that. And I think What If it's supposed to symbolize the universe, I saw that and I was like, I just got to power through this. I saw that. And I was like, I just got to power through it.
Who is this person?
But I think, What If it's supposed to symbolize the craziness of the multiverse, sort of making it feel a little bit more disjointed and feeling like, oh, okay, we're hopping all around would feel a little bit better. Because it doesn't have to be a full-fledged movie. It could be a special presentation.
Okay.
I think just instead of doing it as outside of the episodic format would feel what I think you're trying to do a little bit better.
I'd be interested to see if they could do that, because you'd be shrinking it down, right, to fit a movie. Because I don't need it 2.5 hours.
How long were the episodes?
maybe 30
20
minutes.
30
if that.
minutes?
20
Or less.
minutes. 20
20
minutes. 20
Yeah,
minutes.
so you're figuring 9
25.
episodes, let's say 20 minutes an episode. That's about 3 hours of runtime.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You just shrink it all down. Because I also don't need it to be 2.5 hours. I don't
No.
need 2.5 hours
No, you
straight of what if. No.
because I don't
So
think
it'd
we
be
need
about
all
a
9
good-
of those episodes.
Right. So it could be about a good hour and 40-something minutes movie.
Yeah.
So I would like to see how they're able to take what you're saying could be 3 hours and mash it down to that small of a runtime. See how they're able to do that. I'd be
feel
interested.
I feel like it could. Yeah, I feel like it could be. Like I said, it definitely feel crazy. You'd feel almost whiplash. But that if you're trying to show the true craziness of a multiverse, I think that's what you're going for.
I would like them to do it like when we go inside a Raven's vision. And it's like, whoa! And then you come back out and you're like, oh! Like, I want it like that. It's like, it's a new what if. Each time you go in and then come back out. That's how I want it. I'm a fan of it. I like it. You got anything else, Didge, before I pass it on? Or is that your one?
That's my one. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head.
Okay. Joel, what would you like to see either converted from a show to a movie or from a show to a special presentation? It could be something that's already announced or something that you think will be announced that you think doesn't need such a big space that could be condensed or expanded or whatever the case may be.
Nothing in particular, honestly. I like the fact that these special presentations are these weird things. Like basically, Werewolf by Night is this weird black and white old school horror thing. I love that. I can't wait to see it. Really, honestly. And then you have the Guardians of the Galaxy basically playing how their holiday special is going to be basically their version of what the Star Wars Christmas thing,
Yes.
which is like I love that. It's some type of parody of it, which is very funny, but still in canon. I like that. Something. It's just something. It to me, a special presentation. So far, from what I gather, are going to be these weird projects where you can do crazy shit for like 45 minutes or whatever the fuck time limit it is, or 50 minutes, whatever it is. And so, like, if every Halloween we get a different crazy supernatural character that doesn't need a big spotlight, I'm down with that. Like, if next year it's a Man-Thing, I'm cool with that. Or if it's someone else that's supernatural that we don't get to see much, I'm fine with that. I do like the holiday theme, but I mean, it doesn't have to be. Obviously, we've only gotten these two so far, and they're not a series and they're not a movie. They're that one day.
Right.
And it's like on Disney Plus, and it's almost like a one shot, you know?
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's like a visual one, like a video one shot. So I'm like, oh, that's cool. And it's just this crazy experimental, whatever the fuck. That eventually, and then that's your way we're introducing these characters, and it's like lay an egg, and then we'll see them going forward. That's cool.
I actually would like to see what's his name in Pip the Troll in a Valentine's Day special.
See, something like that would be fun.
I would love that.
Pip
I think
and,
that would be so apropos. Thanos'
Eros?
brother. Yeah, Eros. Thank you. I would love to see them in a Valentine's Day special presentation.
Mm-hmm.
But with you introducing special presentations, you know what you can now do? You can now tell Ryan Reynolds to take all of his genius and expand it. So when people like Trevon go, Deadpool 3 just came out this year, and I have not heard of Deadpool 4 in production yet. You can give Trevon like special presentations of Deadpool, right? Like a Halloween Deadpool one year, a Christmas Deadpool,
right?
A Valentine's Day Deadpool. So Trevon feels
No,
hurt.
he need to go ahead and put that suit on and stop popping up in every movie and TV series. That's what he need to do now since he's active. Put that suit on and jump your ass.
But that's what I'm
everything.
saying. If he does more special presentations for you, he'll be seen a lot more.
No, I want I want all the shows that are happening. I want his ass pop up somewhere just to be funny. Like, what the hell is this shit? Like, that's what I want. I want him to do that. I want to put that suit on and get to work.
I will say, part of me.
That's what I want.
The way you say get to work like he a stripper. I will say part of me does want to see Ryan Reynolds embrace Deadpool the way that John Cena embraced Peacemaker, where he just wears the suit randomly. You're just like, why are you there in the Deadpool suit? And it's just like, well, why not? Right? It's like, oh, that's true. I can't really argue that. That's very true. But yeah, I would like to see Deadpool be spread out, right? So as you do it, you put him there in Deadpool 3, right? You have that, you have all the fun you can, and then just do special presentations before Deadpool 4, where he's just having fun, just doing random things, right?
Mhm.
And you know, I just really think you can have a lot of fun expanding him that way. And I think Ryan Reynolds would be all over. You tell him, hey, you and your team, write it. You guys write it, handle it. Just let me know when we got to shoot it and put it out. That's it. And I think he'll be in love with it. I think he'd love it. Because that way you could just have all kinds of fun. He could do a special presentation with Wolverine. He could do a special presentation with Colossus. He could do one with Juggernaut. Like, you could just do a whole bunch of different things.
Yeah, those are fun. That would be fun. I just
would be.
my mind is going to, like, he's like in Ant-Man randomly, like,
You want cameos?
he killed you before, like just shit like that.
You want commentary? is what you
I
want.
do. I want him popping up. I really do. I want him popping up in Marvel to be like,
Oh, man.
you can do what?
I would say,
I
you know
wanna see
what?
stuff like that.
You guys
Like,
know
it'd be
how, like,
funny.
they'll release with DVDs, like, the actor and director, like, commentating through the movie. I wouldn't hate it if Deadpool did a few movies, like a few random movies.
Oh, like the comments.
Yeah, there's like a version of it that Deadpool's commentating the entire movie.
Deadpool
reviewing
reviews
the
the most
MCU.
Yes,
recent movie.
Deadpool reviews. Yes, I would not mind that whatsoever. I wouldn't hate that. Trayvon's on this. I don't need him in the movie,
Right.
but a part of the DVD that's kind of like an extra that Deadpool
It's
just
Deadpool.
kind of just reviews the movie. I wouldn't hate that whatsoever. I would love that. It could be him and Korg, right? And they're just going through the movie, just telling you what's happening as it's happening. I would love that. I wouldn't have any issue with that whatsoever. I would love that. But Trayvon, what would you like to see either brought from a movie to a show to a movie, or either or to a special presentation?
See,
I was about to say, we're an audio podcast, Trayvon.
my thought process is it just became petty because it seems as though with the shows they don't put as much into the VFX. I'm just saying, that's just how I feel. Like, the movies seem to get more love. Like, looking at Namor, he look, comparing to the show we watch right now. I'm just saying.
Hey,
The show
you
we watch
want
right
to
now,
6, 7 foot, whatever, 6, 7 foot woman, green woman. It's different.
But to be fair, Trayvon, they
not fair
sometimes
comparison.
in the MCU f up the special effects in movies.
Oh,
I can't
yeah.
tell you
It's
how
not
many
like,
times.
Not like the show.
Let me tell you one
Look at the
instance.
upper-
Time
Did
out,
you
hold
watch
on.
the end of Black
Let me tell you one.
Did you see when they were going?
I got
up
a better
to
one
Black
for you. Let me tell you a more recent instance with a beloved character that they did it with that they just could not get right. You go back and watch that airport scene in Civil War and look at Tony Stark when the helmet goes off. It is jarring how bad that looks. I mean, jarring. Trayvon, it's almost so bad. I'm like, you couldn't just keep that. Like, look over at Don Cheadle. Helmet on, right? Helmet on, no issues.
I guess for me, when I watch that, it's because I know that he's not wearing the suit or any piece of it. It like doesn't. But I don't know. It's
So no part of you goes, Tatiana Maslany's not a 7-foot green woman. Like, what?
She just looks bad too often. That's the problem.
Well, it's because of, to me, it's
You know,
because of
that's
what
the
she
problem.
wears more often.
I think the clothes don't help.
That's
Her. I
what,
think
Yeah,
the
it's
clothes
not.
don't help.
If it was
that's
one
a good one.
time, I'd be like, all right. But
I'll say this, Trayvon. I think when we get to the finale and you see her in that suit, I think you'll think that's the best she looked all
I'm
season.
sure,
Why?
but that's the
Because
problem,
it's
though.
the clothing of it.
It's
the
when
clothing
she's
of
in
it.
her
money
when
into
she's
the
in longer
end.
mode. She's kind of
Right.
Yeah,
the suit does not. I mean, that's the pantsuit doesn't help. It's just really
It
loose.
doesn't.
It's
Then
whenever
she
the
puts
hair
her
pull
up,
back.
it doesn't look good.
Whenever the
either.
hair pull back, it looks. Oh,
Yeah, no, I agree. It looks.
Every
It looks
time.
off. It looks
I'm
off.
like,
And I think the problem the
Hold
MCU
on.
always has is that the MCU tries to balance the idea of we got this big name actor or actress, right?
Mhm.
So if they transform into something or wear something, we don't want them in it too long because we want to show their likeness, right? And I think if when we get to season 2 of She-Hulk, if they just focus on her being green for like a whole scene, right? And then it picks up in another scene where she is back to being Jen, it'll just flow better. But because you're trying to say from one instance in one scene to the next instance in the same scene, she has to go from 7 foot to 5'8" in the course of the same scene. you make the clothes so baggy, right? And when she goes up, it just doesn't look good. So I think if you structure the look of She-Hulk and just keep her as She-Hulk, you're fine. And I'm like, she still looks like it in the
when
face.
the transition looks amazing. Like when they do the transitions and stuff like, it's just when she's like that and the hair is pulled back. When it's not like that, she's all right. It's like they don't know what to do with it when her hair is like pulled up or whatever. It's the only time it looks crazy. Like, but every other time she looks fine. That's the only. I don't know. Agatha is gonna be. I didn't have a problem with the magic in WandaVision, so as long as they do that, I'm cool with that. So I will say that. Of course, I would like to make that a movie, get in the budget, but it didn't look bad on WandaVision, so I'm fine. I don't know what else like needs to be transitioned. I feel like they're where they're supposed to be.
Okay.
I'm a little worried of if they actually do like a Young Avengers show. That's a lot of characters that could possibly have a lot of CGI on Disney Plus. If they do a show like that, I don't know. I'm just saying that's just how I feel. Like you're already struggling with one character. I don't know how it'd be if you got 5 or 6.
I think it's different with a Hulk. You know,
I
if
think
it's a
you
character,
also have to look at it. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Joe. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying that I think it's different when it's a character that's fully CGI compared to like using CGI sparingly throughout.
Yeah,
that's true. Okay, that's true.
And also, Trevon, I think another thing you got to kind of cut Marvel a little bit, or Disney, whatever.
Keep Fantastic Four off of Disney Plus.
That's not going on there. That's not going.
There's no way that was going Disney Plus.
There's no
X-Men as well.
Obviously, when it's time for the movie to show on Disney Plus, there's no way it's gonna premiere on Disney Plus.
No, I'm saying,
Trevon was saying keep Fantastic Four off of a show, and I'm like, it'll never be a show.
Theater first.
It's too big. It's too big.
It's massive, Trevon. It's massive.
That's a big IP.
If they didn't put Fanforstic as anything but a movie, then Marvel damn sure is gonna make it a movie.
I mean, I don't think they're making any movie series. I mean, if they believe in it enough to make it a movie, I think it's staying a movie.
True.
The fact is the first time we've heard of a series becoming a movie, but I mean, it might not be the last time. You know, we'll see.
I don't think it should be. I think some things are so big that you should expand it more.
You never know. Yeah.
You know, and like I was saying, Trevon, when it comes to their special effects, I think you got to kind of look at it as kind of on and off, right? Because I thought everything of Falcon, or Cap in Falcon and the Winter Soldier was perfect, right? I thought everything was great. None of it looked that's bad.
Like,
also, Moon Knight looked good.
Yeah, Moon Knight looked good.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying. It's not like a fully CGI character versus.
Oh, well, nobody joining the Young Avengers would be a full-on CGI character.
Unless they actually bring in Hulkling. But even then.
I mean, the name is here now, so I mean.
That's gonna be a weird character to integrate, considering
it would be. I also don't need it. First of all, I got the possibility of Scar coming. I still have Bruce, and I just got.
He doesn't have to be Hulkling anymore. He could go by his actual name. It's an old name that stuck, and they never changed it. Basically, just use his real name, and no one has to fuck him. You know what I mean? Because he's not a Hulk. I mean, he's a Skrull.
Right.
He's a Skrull Kree hybrid.
I like that you said that.
I'm worried about them. I also worry about them in Secret Wars on Disney Plus.
You mean like the Skrulls?
Yes.
We saw them though. They look great.
They look good. Yeah.
We saw them in the trailer.
Yeah, in the trailer.
I know he's saying that you can see it great in the trailer,
but they're not fully CGI characters. They're people in makeup.
That's what I'm saying.
It's only the transformation that's CGI.
A lot of transformations.
No, but the transformation. No, but Trevon, they do makeup. That's prosthetics. They do the makeup.
They still transition a lot though. Like
but none of it is VFX. Is what we're trying to say.
They look good in the movie. I'm just saying we first saw it in the movie. So I'm like,
that's really not bad on their seat.
And again, we saw it in the trailer.
This show makes it real weird.
Yeah, but it's She-Hulk. Your problem is more the actual She-Hulk character than everything around her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cause that's what I mean. It's her. It's hard. And look, she'll be better in the future. Obviously, probably in a movie, but her visually is the uncanny valley. It's hard to
I
escape.
think it's just because it's Marvel. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing? That's my problem. I'm like,
I think it's just
Marvel,
something that
where's
she's
the
very
money?
new
Like,
for
put it in
the
there.
money they're investing in that show. I think
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Mm.
That's fair to feel that way. I'm just saying I don't think you
It'll
should.
get better with time.
Yeah, I don't think you
That's
should.
Yeah, I
all.
know.
I think it'll be. I think it'll get better way before it gets worse.
They'll find newer ways to film her where it's not as awkward here, stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right, next up, Michael Waldron is set to write Secret Wars. Now, I've seen a lot of people excited, seen a lot of people nervous. The people that were nervous, I don't really understand why they were nervous, but their reasoning was they didn't really like Multiverse of Madness that he wrote.
But did they forget he wrote that epic of an episode of Loki?
That is also true. But to me, again, I don't base a writer off of their worst day. And albeit, I was not the biggest fan of Multiverse of Madness.
Wanda was obliterating people.
I also really liked Multiverse of Madness. That
here.
also, but I just, for the people who didn't like it, did they forget about that episode of Loki?
I mean, or the season in general.
Obliterating people. Please.
Yeah, Trevon, we get it. That was your
that last episode was just.
We get it, man.
For an episode that was basically just a monologue almost the entire episode.
I get you, but I'll ask you this, Didge, and we always do this when we talk sports.
Reasonable.
Is that shut up, Trevon? Was that more so the masterfulness of Michael's pen or the masterfulness of Jonathan's acting?
A little column A, little column B.
I think it was column B for sure.
I think
Michael did a great job writing the series, but that episode was all Jonathan Majors.
No, you're not wrong.
I don't think I could have put anybody else in that scene and they would have delivered it as well as he did.
No, you're not wrong.
But I do give Michael the credit for the whole season. I thought the whole season was brilliantly done for a character. I thought you should have killed 16 times over in the MCU, right? So I'm like, you did a great job making me care about a character I stopped caring about maybe 10 years ago.
Did you care about Loki during that series? Because I felt like
by the end of the series, for sure. For sure, by the end of the series.
I feel like hearing you talk back about it still don't sound like you care about Loki.
No. See, I think what gets confused is I still want him to die.
You gotta
sometime soon.
Okay.
But I did go, okay, season 2's coming. I'm not like, oh my God, I have to sit through another season of Loki. But I am more so like with Secret Wars, this motherfucker better be the first one to eat a bullet. Something.
All right, that's
just
fair.
Dead. But I don't hate the character as much as I did before. And if he is, that is a major problem. But anyway, for me, I trust Michael Waldron. He's writing Secret Wars. Okay, great. There's not many movies in the MCU I've seen that I thought had bad writing. So for me, that's why it's not a big deal. Even though I did not really truly enjoy Multiverse of Madness like most people, I don't think writing was what I didn't like about that movie. And maybe it was. I don't know. Maybe it was. I don't know. But for me, I'm happy for him. I'm glad he has this massive stage to showcase his pen. And I just can't wait to see what concepts he comes up with that Kevin Feige goes, yeah, that's good. Put that in there. That's wild. Throw that in there. But Trevon, you were chomping at the bits to talk. How excited are you that Michael Waldron's return in the right sequel?
Let me tell you something. Okay, Wanda obliterating the Illuminati, coming in there, traumatized, fucking shit up. Like, bring that energy. Just bring that energy to this next film. Like, I'm just saying, bring me ruthlessness, okay? Bring me that. Bring me unleashing the powers, okay? Like, bring me that. Let me tell you. Woo! I saw that day. I said, yes, sir. Yeah, bring your ass in here. Come on.
The way you talk to your workers, Trevon.
Right the hell out of this, okay? Like, I need people dying, okay? Like, I need people disintegrating. I need energy, okay?
Disintegrate?
I need energy, yes.
That's not okay?
She disintegrated people in Multiverse of Madness. Like, I'm sorry. I need that energy.
As long as it's Loki, I'm with you.
Keep that energy, okay? I need that.
Yeah,
yes,
kill Loki. Opening
It's going to be very fun.
Yeah, seeing Loki.
And hopefully you bring Wanda back in there. Yeah, all right, thanks.
Why would you think they wouldn't bring Wanda back in there?
Look. I ain't seen her yet. I'm just saying. This gives me hope, okay?
Where would you have seen her, Trevon?
I don't know, man. I don't know, okay? Just let me
have float in the background of a She-Hulk
This is
episode.
giving me hope, okay, that she's coming back. This right here is almost confirmation for me.
You
Almost
know,
there.
Michael Waldron doesn't own Scarlet Witch.
I didn't say that, okay?
You're like, oh, you bring her
but
with
he
you.
wrote, to me, he wrote her the best. So I'm just saying, like I need it.
That's
Okay,
fair.
I need that.
I like your enthusiasm.
Yeah,
It's high. It's high as hell.
It sure is. Yeah.
Didge, you excited? Michael Waldron's pen and Secret Wars.
I am. Like I said, like you said, Loki was great. Multiverse of Madness, I enjoyed. I know there are people who didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I think he has a good track record, so I'm excited to see where he goes with it. And I'm not gonna be, as let's get disintegration like Trevon, but I do hope we see some vicious stuff. Like, let us see some of the the more ruthless and cutthroat era of Marvel.
I mean, we're getting Kang. Kang killing him.
Man,
me,
let me tell you, Kang in that leak sounded vicious.
Yes,
See, for me, I
don't
guess
like not having the blue face, but whatever.
I think that's
well,
still
that's
just
the mask, right?
I
That's
think
what I keep hearing.
no, that's his face.
No, I'm saying I've been hearing this is it's the mask now, like his face.
Oh no,
Some people
well,
do.
obviously, yeah,
But,
for sure. In
you know.
the MCU, it's a mask. Yeah.
Mhm.
What were you saying, Didge?
No, I was gonna say I think they're gonna show it like in the actual film. They edit out a lot. I think it's one of those things where it's like you don't want to show the actual look yet because they knew that wasn't supposed to be the one that goes. That's the trailer that's supposed to go to the public.
But that's why I would have assumed it would have been there because it was the one that wasn't supposed to get out.
Well, I think that one for the public it will be there.
All right. Well, we'll see soon. We'll see very soon. That trailer's supposed to be dropping this month. This month or next month. This month.
I thought it was this month.
The fact that they did Black Panther makes me kind of believe maybe it won't be this month.
Well, Black Panther you have to do because Black Panther comes out next month.
But
See,
that's why you would assume you do it the start
you think
of
doing
next
it
month.
starting
Yeah.
and Black Panther?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
You do Ant-Man this month and then Black Panther next month. This is very early for tickets to be released. Extremely early. We just got in October.
Just show us the trailer. You don't have to say tickets are released, so here's the trailer.
That's why
Just
I
show
was
us the
confused.
trailer.
Because usually the way that this works is when they give you a trailer with the ticket release sale, that's usually the final trailer.
Right.
You're usually supposed to go, okay, this is it. We just,
That's what worries
it's now.
me.
Because I don't usually watch the
Very
ticket
true.
release trailer.
Because I don't want another trailer for Black Panther.
I don't
No,
think
I
you'll get
don't
one.
think you're good.
I don't think you'll get one.
This
I
is
don't
the
think you'll get
official.
one.
They didn't say final for this one.
No,
They just said
they
official.
didn't say it for Thor when tickets went on sale. They didn't
They
say
didn't?
final
Okay.
trailer for that. I don't think it did. Please look it up and correct
But
me
the
if I'm
clips
wrong.
did start.
I don't think
though.
they did,
The
though.
clip started.
I don't remember.
That's why
I didn't watch the ticket release trailer of the Thor because we had got enough before then.
Right, to kind of give you a
Sure.
gist on what
And I was like, all right, well, I put in my. That's what I
And
put in
here's
my,
the main reason why I don't think they'll give us another trailer. This trailer was almost the exact same trailer as the last one, just more.
Mhm.
So it's like it gave us recycled scenes, just more of those said recycled scenes. So to me, don't do a third one where you're giving me another trailer of the same recycled scene.
If you do the
just
third
more.
one, if you do a third trailer, like the only thing you can show that's different.
They did have
is
a
actually
final
taking
trailer
the
for
mask
Thor.
off. I don't
No,
want
did
you
they
to do
call it? Did they call it the final trailer?
Yeah.
It
You
literally.
did? I thought so.
It's called Thor 11th Thunder final trailer.
that. Yeah.
How long is it?
About a minute and a half.
Okay. Yeah,
And
so
then
they
they'll
might.
start the clips after that, which I hate.
Yeah, they might.
Like-
Yeah, this was super early. And the
Yeah.
only reason I think they did it today was because it leaked. Me and Joel wouldn't have gotten tickets had you not said something, Trevon. And then I told Joel, and Joel's like, the fuck? Like, were they going to tell us? And I'm like, I don't think it was supposed to come out. Like, AJ's like, I secured my tickets. I'm like, the fuck kind of voodoo he doing? His tickets ain't on sale.
No,
I'm like, there's no trailer, nothing.
I
There
could've
was a rumor
sworn-
yesterday.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I heard
There was
yesterday.
a rumor, but it wasn't from anyone like Fandango or AMC or Marvel. Like, it wasn't from them. It was like a scooper saying, rumor has it, it'll go.
I don't
But
remember who I saw. I don't remember who I saw.
the
it from. I
tickets
just-
went on sale before they announced that they went on sale. That's the problem. They didn't announce
Did
it
it?
yet. They announced it after.
Well, Fandango told me. Fandango
So-
notified me.
again.
I was like, oh,
I knew because here's the thing: when you
that's
go
what I
on
told you
social
after I
media,
told you.
when you
Yeah,
go
I
on
was like,
social media, everybody had already started booking tickets, and then Marvel, Disney, Black Panther released the trailer with the
This is-
announcement. It was
I don't
well
pay
before.
attention to tickets going on sale. This is the beauty of living in Milwaukee. We talk about this every big movie.
We do, and we don't have that
It's
luxury.
important here to be
I
ahead of the
I don't
game.
even think
Yes.
about that because I just go, oh, week of. Let me go ahead and get my ticket.
I'm telling you right
Oh,
now,
no.
Didge, if not for Trayvon,
Not in
there's
the
a difference.
coast, you don't. Imagine.
in
there's a
Milwaukee,
difference,
yes, you
Didge.
can.
There's a difference, Didge, between doing this to see a movie and doing this to see a movie. And that would have been the difference between not knowing tickets were on sale
I
and
get it.
knowing tickets were on
I
sale.
get it. I've had to do this to see a movie before and it was
man,
awful.
I had to watch Logan like that. Oh,
Ooh.
God.
Final Destination 3.
Ooh.
Oh, nah, that
Yeah.
movie's not big enough for me to do
I
that.
saw.
I would have been.
It was just us getting there late, I think.
Oh,
It was
okay,
us
I
getting
got
there
it.
late.
Oh no! When that movie came out, there wasn't assigned seats. Yeah, it was, just,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
going there and pick your seat.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, I hate
You're right.
that.
I would have been mad as hell to go there to see them seats filled. Oh, y'all here to see this? Why? Why?
I want to say
Why
it was
are
a
y'all
3D
here?
one too, or some shit.
Well, then
I
that's
wanna say.
probably why. That's probably why. But Joel, I know
that
you're
3D
excited.
was horrible. You have to look up at the 3D. It's just coming right down.
I
on
would have
you.
threw the glasses. I would have thrown them.
I hate
Need these
3D.
shits.
I don't do that shit.
But Joel, Michael Waldron back to write Secret Wars. You excited?
Yeah, sure, I'm down. Whatever, it works.
Yeah, that's pretty
That
much
did
it.
not sound
Excited.
excited.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you told Joel Roly Poly Oly was writing Secret Wars, Joel,
Yeah,
as
I
long as
trust
it's good,
Roly Poly, yeah.
as long as it's good, I don't really
That
care.
sounded like you asked me, Joel, you want to go get some chips? Yeah, sure, why not? Like,
Yeah, all right, cool.
Mm,
Not really invested either way. I either get chips or I don't. All
I
right.
know at least I know who he is. So most of the time they get a writer, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that is.
I don't know who that is, but okay. All right, guys, let's go to our next few topics before we get out of here. I want to get into this because I want to give Trevon credit because
I want to why.
Trevon is who wrote this episode. Because I thought to myself, there's no way someone white could write an episode this petty. And I was looking through to see if Trevon wrote this week's episode or last week's episode of House of Dragon, and I didn't see his name pop up anywhere. So I was shocked.
I haven't seen this episode, by the way. But
You haven't seen it, Trayvon? It's
that's why I
the
was late. I
pettiest.
watched it.
I watched
before.
interview. I watched Interview with a Vampire. Sorry.
Trayvon, it's the pettiest petty of Trayvon. The first 30 minutes is everybody just standing at a funeral, just like
hating each other.
no
Cool.
dialogue. Just
Cool. I like that.
I'm sitting there like, did I mute this? And I'm like, no, the volume's on. If someone want to talk, and then when someone comes in, I hate you. Silence again. Stare.
I wanted to
It's
fight.
like, what is happening here? Like-
Last funeral I had, I almost wanted to fight.
Oh, well, there was a fight at this funeral, so
It was.
It was apropos.
Family's all perfect. We say that. Yeah, but yeah, go ahead. Just saying.
Yo, can I just say, I know there's a rule that you can't televise it. I know we probably won't get it more, but I'm all for children fighting. That shit was so amusing to me. That was better than adults fighting. That shit
Yeah, that was
dope.
wild.
that was the most entertained I think I've been ever. Bro, when he punched that kid square in the face and broke his nose, I said, "Oh Lord, oh my God!" He punched the hell out of that boy. Lord, I wanted to hug the boy. I said, "Come here,
Is
you
the
did not
kids
deserve
fighting?
that."
Are you saying Sir Kristen is doing this?
Children
Children were
Trayvon.
fighting. Okay.
Children.
Oh, it was a 3-way battle. Felt like
Cool.
Battle Royale.
He got what he
watch
deserved
tonight.
at the end.
And look.
Oh hell
Look,
yeah!
I always tell y'all this.
He got what he deserved.
I always
at
tell
the
y'all
end.
this. I'm never one to start a race narrative. But he did slap the shit out of that black chick. I'm just saying, I'm not saying he put extra mustard on it, but he put extra mustard on that slap. Like, he slapped it like he knew she was black. Like, what the fuck? But that was a vicious fight. Homeboy, Trevon, you care about spoilers?
I did
Before I
not.
go any further? Okay.
Family squabbles.
Family squabbles. A homeboy lost his eye.
Deserved it. Baby.
Serious.
And I love how he stood up at the end and said,
He
"You
lost
know
that
what,
eye, and I was
Mom?"
like,
He
good,
said, "You know
good.
what, Mom?
Get-
Don't you worry about revenge." And she's like, "Why, honey? I may have lost my eye, you pieces of shit, but I gained a fucking dragon. All right? Can anybody else in here say that?" And they're like, "Oh, that's okay. All right." He's like, "Yeah, Drag it
I hope
out
he
back.
I hope he,
Not
I hope
exactly
he
how
get
that
burnt
went,
to a
but
crisp.
yes.
That is exactly how that went, Trayvon.
Not
He went, I
exactly
lost
how
my
that
eye. I had a dragon parked
I
out
hope
there.
he get burnt to a crisp.
That's
Well,
funny
I'm-
because
I'm fully against Allison and her whole squad.
But wait, hold on.
went.
Hold on, Didge. Before I pass it to you and Joel, let me tell you the part that made me pause it and just laugh for an hour. When that kid says, "Have you looked at her kids? Why do we still try to act like you don't visibly see they ain't black? Those ain't.
Well,
What are we doing
fair,
here?"
But to be
We all
fair,
know.
they were mixed. Like,
Go ahead,
to be
Didge.
fair, their dad is mixed. If we're gonna go off their dad is mixed.
Okay.
And he was fully on sleeping with the white woman.
Mhm.
That kid was gonna come out that dark. Let's be honest. That kid
No,
wasn't
no,
gonna come out.
he
that
wouldn't come out that dark.
He
He would
wouldn't
come
come
out
out
at
that
least
white
looking
dark.
like a vanilla wafer. He didn't even look like that.
Yeah.
That kid looked like a full-on Billy.
No,
He
the
looked like
problem
a
is-
full-on
I
Billy.
mean, sometimes they don't. I mean,
Sometimes they don't.
Yeah, they
If
should
they
have white
don't,
hair.
They
then
look
that
just
means
white.
They would.
that
Now you're right. Joel's right. They would have still had the white hair.
yes,
That's the part.
something would have shown. Yes, but I love how the king looked at the kids, looked at his daughter, and was just like, I don't really see what y'all talking about.
Bro, that's because he is dying. I was just talking
He's in
about this.
denial, is what it is.
He is dead. He is full on. I was. That is the thing that made me the
No.
most mad. Bro, why are you still
No.
alive? How are you still alive? Like what? The leeches in
Bro.
Westeros ain't never that good.
Nah.
That they
I'm
keeping
trying
him
to figure out
alive. This
why
much.
Allison is still alive.
But Trayvon, when I tell
He
you,
would have been dead a long time ago with me.
when I tell you that he dead on, looked at the kids, looked
He
at his
did.
daughter, and was just like, I don't see it. What's the
No,
problem, guys?
and then had the nerve to say, "Look, if somebody else say something, I will take your tongue."
Yeah, I take your tongue. Y'all got a problem with my
Yeah.
grandkids not being of where they should be from. We finna have a problem. And they was
Yeah.
like, well, we have a problem. And it's like, oh, well, shut up.
I will say, for as much crap as I give the series, he rides for his daughter.
He sure does.
He rides for his daughter.
His
He
girl.
looked at his wife and he said, hey, you don't fuck around. That's my daughter. All right? Anybody else, you good. That's my daughter, son. She's like, but I'm your wife. I don't give a
He is
That's
girl
my
dad to a
daughter.
T. He is girl dad to a T.
Like, his wife was like, are you not taking my side? No.
He
Like,
was over my daughter, over her.
nah, son.
No.
Nah.
I need.
Hell
look,
nah.
I enjoy this. This sounds fun, but if I was in there, I would have been got on that dragon and said Jakar's on.
We know, Trayvon. That's why we stopped letting you into
because
the
I don't
writer's room.
understand.
Yeah,
how she fell out.
House of the Dragon would have been like 3 episodes if it was Trayvon.
Listen.
We get it.
3? It would have been the opening
One.
credits.
He wrote one.
Dun, dun,
No.
dun, 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 dun.
One.
Jakar's dead.
Trayvon would at least let one episode have like for the the exposition, get the story together. Then the second story, that's when he would have got slighted. Episode 2, and then
Episode
It's the
episode
audacity
2.
though. Like if you know I can go out here right now and get on this dragon, and you talking to me like this, you want to die.
her kids got dragons though too.
I'm telling you, Didge,
Fuck them
for
kids.
Trayvon, episode
They get
2.
hurt too. I don't know.
Episode 2
Huh?
would have been Trayvon burning down the whole castle, right? And then Crip walking to the throne and sitting down. That would have been how episode 2 ended into the series. That would have been Trayvon's arc. That would have been everything. That would have been
That's a bit
everything.
Too much for me. Mm-mm.
Let's go. We back, baby. We were retired. Now we back in the
Nah,
game.
still don't,
Yeah,
I don't
man.
know about that.
Step
No.
up if you want to. He'll be next to the
Fucking cold.
fireplace.
It's cold. It's
Not
cold
gonna lie.
dead.
It is a
No,
It's
cold
cold dead.
one.
If he
He
dead,
needs
I
to
watch
be.
the episode right now.
He
Yeah,
needs to
sure, I
be.
don't hear about it. It ain't happened. It ain't real. Yeah, Trayvon believes that. That's for sure. The kids weren't scrapping. Homeboy that lost his eye was pulling a John Wick on them kids. At one moment he had a rock. At one moment he was slapping, punching,
Yeah,
kicking.
but then they got
It
their
was
lick back.
rough.
Oh,
They got
yeah,
their
he
lick.
cut
Yeah,
that
they got a
bitch
licking. They
hard.
got a licking. They got a
That boy
licking.
look ugly now.
That is definitely what the king was saying. The king was like, "Fam, I am dying. I died 10 years ago. I don't know how I'm still alive. I am here. Y'all gotta stop
He's a
this."
walking husk at this point.
Oh man,
he
you
was
were too
not
damn
happy.
funny.
If he
That
cared
is
about
too
his
damn
daughter that much, Allison would be dead already. Just saying.
He
you
also
can't
still
do
weak.
that. Yeah, you can't do that.
There's
Trayvon.
rules, man. You can't
You
do
can't.
that.
Here's
He's
time
the
out.
king. Can he do
Here's
what
why.
he want?
Here's
No,
why you can't
that's
do
the
that.
whole point of this series. He cannot. He's tried too many times.
But
and
to
it just-
time
Allison,
out.
he could have done it.
Time out. Wait, Allison's his wife, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
She's a queen.
Trayvon, here's why he didn't kill Allison, all right? From the weird age of when
He
they
been
got
shading
married
my
to
daughter
now,
forever.
Allison,
Mm-mm.
clearly he doesn't believe in family sleeping with family. So clearly Allison got the best booty in the kingdom. That's why he ain't kill her already, right? Because he like, clearly my daughter got something going on with all these men, including her uncle, pining around, but I don't play them reindeer games. So I gotta just sit here with
Oh.
Allison.
No, he
I
did
gotta just sit
because
here with
his
Allison.
His first wife was his cousin.
That's right.
Yeah, but he learned from it. He said, not again. Not again. Not again. They're not doing that no more. We're done with that.
He's like, we can
But,
do cousins.
Trayvon-
We don't do, but you know.
Yeah, we don't do father and daughter. But we can tell you how the episode ended was probably the craziest way an episode could end. Uncle and daughter got married.
Yeah,
Uncle and daughter got
Not even
married.
that. How they planned the wedding was
No. Time out. No. Don't say nothing. I want Trayvon to see that. I want Trayvon to be surprised by how they pulled it
Uncle
off.
and daughter.
Are now
Uncle
officially married.
Uncle and niece.
I'm sorry, and niece. I'm sorry. That's how backwards Game of Thrones is. That could have been true. but uncle and niece. And the way, Trayvon, when I tell you that she ran up on him and said, "Hey, uncle." And he's like, "Yeah, what you need?" "I need your help." He's like, "Yeah, what you need?" "Marriage." He said, "Oh.
All right.
Okay."
All right.
All right, I asked for this 10 years ago. But all right, sure. Better late than never. Let's do it. Let's make this
He's
happen.
like, you know what has to be done if you want.
You know I consummate marriages. She's like, yeah, I know. All right, we're good.
She didn't even worry about dying.
No.
What, in childbirth? Sure, he went through that.
No, by Damon.
Well, no, I think he
liked
liked her.
her.
He liked
Yeah,
her.
He gonna kill her ass eventually.
Well, no.
I'm
what
telling
happened
you.
with his new, what's the name? Lara or whatever.
I'm
loved
telling
her.
you,
He
Trevon,
loved it. But he liked
whatever
it.
this girl got,
I don't trust Damon.
whatever she
Oh.
got, she was the original Poison Ivy. Because whatever fever she putting on these men in this kingdom, it's strong.
Because, man,
It's strong.
whatever she did to Kristen Cole was
He's
vicious.
still upset.
Vicious. He still hurt 10 years later.
Yep.
Something fierce. Something fierce. But all right.
It
Game
wasn't fierce enough for him to be her whore. Yeah.
Well,
Hey.
It wasn't fierce
it
enough.
wasn't that fierce, but yeah.
Obviously, yes. I was
Hey,
like,
it was
why
still
you
mad.
lying?
But time out. And look how quick she got over it. She said, here,
She
I
got
gave
over
it
it.
up.
He
Now
did
get
it.
out. No, that's what I'm saying. Look how quick she got over it. I
He's
gave you
bitter.
that.
He's
Now get
still
out.
bitter about that.
He's bitter. He's hurt.
That should
Yeah.
let you know that ain't no other woman in that kingdom like her. Because she put it on. Time out. She put it on him, got uglier, and he still couldn't get over it. He said, oh, hell nah, I need that back in my life. Like, hell nah. But all right, let's move on. By the way, for everybody out there, go ahead, Joe. No, go ahead.
No, it was my favorite episode of the season.
I was just about to say we got 3 episodes left. That's it.
I
Only
know.
3 more episodes left. They're
It's so
long.
depressing.
They're very long, but
I
there's
love
only
it,
3
though.
episodes left.
This most recent episode was crazy.
This comment right here, exactly how I felt.
Let's see.
Listen.
Let's see.
Oh, that's easily it. Yeah.
Got on my nerves. Worry
It's
about
so
your
vulgar.
own. Worry about your own girl. Damn. Like,
But Trevon, to be fair, right?
mm-hmm.
If you're Allison, right?
Mhm.
You're looking around and you're like, I can't sleep with the king. He old as hell. It don't work no more, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the men are going for her friend.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody left for her. She probably mad as hell. She's sexually frustrated. Her kids being looked over. She just mad. She
It's
just
all-
mad.
But my favorite part about this series is that you could tell everybody's playing the game.
But she
Everybody's
didn't have to
going
be
for the
sexually
throne.
frustrated though. Like,
I'm out of here,
It hit
y'all.
different.
I'm out.
It hit different.
Outta here.
It hit
That
different,
was,
bro.
that was the last thing I needed to see today.
It hit different, bro. It just hit different. It hit different. You don't even know how to talk or nothing no more. It's that rarity. It's that
Oh,
purity.
flaming hot Cheetos is that good?
Oh,
Hey.
no. That
Hey.
was the last thing I thought I would see today.
Dragon women is like cocaine in the
but
80s, bro.
it still doesn't make any sense. So Allison could have been out, out there too. Like you could have.
But don't nobody want her, Trayvon.
She the
Don't
queen,
nobody
so
want her.
She could have took
Not
Sir
true.
Kristen if she wanted.
Pretty
Like,
girl.
Nah.
Before, not after. Before.
Maybe when he
she
wanted
got
to kill
killed.
himself because he like, hey, what I got to lose? Sure. But now, no. He
No,
got
I'm
his
talking
head on
before
too
he
short.
got to Rhaenyra. I said before he got to Rhaenyra.
Oh,
Like,
no.
yeah. I think she could have done it.
He knew what it was about. But all right, 3 more episodes left. I can't wait to break down next week's episode.
Hey,
it
only
looks
3?
juicy. Yeah, only 3.
Yeah, 10 episodes.
I'm already sad, man. I love that show.
Yeah.
I know, man.
All right, let's see what else we got before we get out of here. I don't want to do that. Oh, let's do that. Let's end on this. All right, guys. McFarlane's come out and let words come out of his mouth again. Apparently, we're supposed to be getting some big news about Spawn tomorrow.
Awesome.
Oh, he
I don't
actually
even-
said tomorrow.
Maybe-
He actually
Yeah, he said tomorrow.
He said tomorrow.
About okay. Well,
I don't
you know
want
what?
to. I don't want to venture into what that big news could be. I'll just let it come out.
Okay.
Who owns that
Two-
character?
Well, if you let him talk, he does. He
No, I'm
fucking
saying
owns
like
the character.
what studio?
Dark Horse, not a studio. Dark Horse Comics.
No, it's Image.
I believe.
Spawn.
Oh, it's
But I
Image.
think he's-
Sorry, Image. Yes.
I
Image.
think he's saying who has the film rights.
Yeah.
Nobody.
yeah.
That's what. That was the original problem he had. He was selling it. He was looking for somebody to pick it
was
up.
Blum at one point.
No. Blum said he's still involved, but Blum is saying that he's not stressing himself because they disagree. They disagree on how this movie should go about. One person wants to name the movie Spawn and have that motherfucker in the background. The other person wants to actually utilize Spawn. Right? That was one of the biggest tiffs that McFarlane was having.
Well,
So
something's happening tomorrow.
that's what I'm saying. So we'll see if somebody tucked their tail. Probably him. So we'll see. I just don't want to F up the chance to see Jamie Foxx as Spawn. That's my only issue. That's my only issue. I don't want you to mess up a golden opportunity like that. That's
So what?
my
I mean, what would you guys rather? It be a series, a movie, what?
As long as you're telling me if you're calling it Spawn, I see Spawn 95% of the time, and it's Jamie Foxx, I don't give a fuck what medium you put it in. Show, book, audio, whatever. As long as it's Jamie Foxx, and it's 95% Spawn. If you're calling it Spawn.
Or
That's all I ask for. That's it. Nothing else I really care about. Nothing else.
I wanted to Spawn to finally get his shine. You know what I mean?
Right.
And expand from where it is. Because we only got that one movie, and it was it was fine for what it was at the time. But I mean, we're in a different age now. You got to step it up.
Yep.
Is
And
he
it's
going to
just-
be at New York Comic Con?
Yes.
So maybe that's probably why he made sure to try to say, "Yo, something this week." So that way,
Shit, I wonder what it is. It's
The
movie
last
news,
time
right?
me and Joel went to New York Comic Con, that motherfucker was there, and the news was the same news we got right now. Ain't shit moving forward.
well,
So-
he has 2 panels. I'm looking at it now. So he has one that's literally 30 years of Spawn.
Mhm.
So if whatever he's dropping, whatever news he claims he's gonna have tomorrow, it'd be perfect to parlay it into Friday. You hear more and more because we're already
It'd be
celebrating
lovely.
30 years.
It'd
Here's
be
the next
lovely.
whatever.
But could I
I'm
trust
down.
him?
I'm down.
Not a day in my fucking life, Didge. But I just want this movie, show, whatever to happen because I want them to make a Spawn game that plays just like Arkham Knight. That's what I want. I want
Oh, that
the
would be
popularity
nice.
of Spawn to really resurrect itself, so I can get games, I can get all kinds of all that good shit from Spawn. Just need this movie to take off. And led by Jamie Foxx, that should already be box office there, right? If you actually make it a good movie, beautiful. And I am curious. Jeremy Renner, I think, is still connected to this movie,
That's at least.
right? So
We'll see.
it'd be awesome to hear some traction on who the fuck is in the movie besides Jamie Foxx. That'd be nice. But all right, that's we're all just waiting to hear what the news is. I don't think anyone has a expanded yet.
I have no theories or anything.
Yeah,
It's-
there's nothing
something's
to
gonna
expand.
happen.
We're just he's gonna say something. That's
Right.
really all we got. That's really all we got.
He's gonna say Joel's Spawn.
I would love that.
down.
I would love to, but I would tell him this is non-negotiable. Spawn has to, instead of a cape, wear a hat and a hoodie. That's what he shrouds himself.
Well, my Spawn would wear a hat and a hoodie for real.
I would need that. Yeah,
That would be
'Cause-
sporting.
or it's not Joel. And to me, that's not
I'm
authentic.
gonna draw it tomorrow. See what it look like.
Let me see. Jamie as Spawn would be fine. No, that's who he casted as Spawn.
Yeah,
Just-
he is.
We just need to
casted as Spawn.
see. We just need to see if the movie actually happens.
It's supposed to be Spawn. I mean,
Right.
he has been attached for years.
Right. And here's the crazy part. Jamie wanted to be Spawn. So that's the worst part about this movie taking so
You
long. to
mean
make. He wanted it.
Hellfire?
But yeah, so we'll see what happens from this, and we'll approach it later on this week. But I need you guys to do me a favor. Didge is running what is it, Didge? 30 days of
30
October?
was it 31? Yeah, 31 days in October.
I wasn't sure. I didn't want to sound stupid.
31
I'll let you
days of
take it.
Christmas early?
Yeah, no, we're just it's supposed to be 31 movies for the 31 days of October. We're just doing Gorilla Day. But I mean, I already ruined it because I did the Fear Street, and I'm not saying you only watch one Fear Street. You have to watch the trilogy. So it's gonna be like 31-ish, you know, because like I said,
Yeah.
I've already
31
It's
IPs.
one.
31 IPs. There you go.
There you go. Yeah, 31 IPs to watch during October.
Street is
The
one.
first 3 are out. Like I said, the Fear Street trilogy. Chucky's first Child's Play was day 2, and then Jeepers Creepers was day 3.
The first one.
All right, and make sure you guys stay tuned. Chucky returns this Wednesday on Sci-Fi and USA.
Sweet.
I cannot wait to hear some of the worst acting I've ever seen in my life, but the best killings I've ever seen in my life. So
I don't know if
cannot
it's the
wait.
worst acting.
It is some of
No.
the worst fucking acting. I've
One
ever seen in
specific
my life.
actor, yes, but everything else is fine.
Everything
Right.
else is very passable. If Chucky was not in this, I would very much just burn it all to the ground. Thank God for Chucky. But
Jesus.
I cannot wait to dive back into the world of Chucky. I don't know what they're classifying Chucky's kid as yet, so I want to wait to hear how they classify the kid. Because the kid was essentially transgender. So I know they casted from
I
the
can look it up
Sabrina
real quick.
show.
Hold on.
The
From the
person.
Sabrina show.
Yeah, I know who it
No,
is.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember the name. Can't
I know
remember the name.
the name.
You know.
I know who it is, yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember who it is.
I don't know the name.
Wait, this is our goodbye message.
I
guys.
saw
This is
it.
our
I
goodbye
was-
message. This message is for Trevon. Trevon, stay
Hey,
away from that
puss.
dragon puss. Stay away
I
from
stay
it,
away
Trevon.
from all puss. So,
He's like, just a precaution.
so there you
All
go.
puss I stay away from.
So,
Just a precaution.
It
All
has
right, dragon peen, dragon puss. Stay away from it all.
can't say I won't stay away from the peen. I don't know.
Especially Namor's, Trevon. Stay away. But no, make sure you guys go check out what Didge has going on. Geek Set Podcast over there. You guys do an amazing job. I'm still waiting for an apology about Vegeta. I refuse to watch you guys till you apologize. When you apologize,
I'm the one who's supposed to have to apologize, and I feel vindicated. So
No, you should. You should. You should feel horrible. You should feel horrible. Okay, spewing that crazy ass shit out your mouth.
I
Anyway,
think it's accurate.
we are in the week
He
of
was
anime.
garbage in the first Broly movie. So.
Shut up, Trevon. No one
He
asked you.
was,
Thank you.
he was dismayed in that first one. Man.
We are in the week of anime. Bleach will start its run, I
Ooh.
believe, on Hulu.
Yep, on the 10th. Next
on
Monday.
The 10th. Naruto got what is it? No, not reimagined.
No, it was their 20th anniversary, so they just did like it was like a promo video, just reanimated.
but yeah, they reanimated the season though. I think they said.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh,
yeah,
that's nice.
I think they said they reanimated the season.
I'm gonna have to go watch that.
Yeah, it's the art. So we'll be able to go check out a lot of this stuff, Joel, when we go there. And did you let us know about those pops, man? We got you.
I need to get
For
back
sure.
in my anime grind. I really do.
You don't, Joel. You got too much
I
shit.
do. I
Joel,
know.
we got
I
Werewolf
know.
by Night. Are we just
Yeah,
gonna watch Werewolf by Night
Friday.
together? Me, you, and April?
It's on a Friday.
Yeah, but are we just gonna wait Saturday and watch it together?
You think I'm waiting till fucking Saturday? No.
Bro, I got the screener and didn't watch it out of support for you.
You
You
can then
better
bring it
fucking
the
wait.
fuck over, asshole. What kind of shit is that?
Fine.
Why don't I watch the screener? I'm like, then fucking bring it.
All right. Also, guys, Trevon has currently 2 interviews with the cast of the new season of Power Rangers on Netflix out right now. Another one dropping this Wednesday. Make sure you guys go out and check out his interviews. Trevon, I'm so proud of you, man. How does it feel? Your media. You feel
Feels
bougie
good.
now?
No, not yet.
You not blocking nobody's numbers yet?
No.
Oh shit! I blocked my mom.
I
day
am
one
getting more
as soon as I
followers on
started meeting.
Instagram. It's funny.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And it's well deserved. This is why I
But, yeah.
told you need to get into this bag, man. It suits you.
fine.
I'm very proud of you, man.
They were great interviews.
They were
Thank you.
amazing interviews, man.
I
He's
appreciate it.
so
I was-
nervous for no reason.
Look, still am right now.
Look,
like,
you were
Thinking about it,
fine.
he's like, I can't do it. I don't know. I'll do it.
I didn't realize
were
there were
fine.
2 of them at first. So when you posted the second one, I was like, I think I watched this one. I closed it out immediately. Then I saw the picture again. I was like, oh, I didn't watch this.
Yeah.
Oops.
I did want to bring up, we will be having at some point this week or next week dropping. We're recording it this week, but next week we'll be dropping our interview with the writers of X-Men the Animated Series, the original writers,
Okay.
writers. Let me be very specific. But they do have a
Sounds like-
hand in the
And
resurgence of it.
97.
Right.
97. Yeah.
They do have a major hand in that also. So we'll be having that interview sometime this week for it to be released, probably next week, because New York Comic Con is a wild fucking week.
I'm
I'll
already
be dead
stressing.
Sunday. You know what's crazy, Joel? I got a headache talking about it today. I was just telling my aunt about like what we have to do, and I sat down and said, "Oh, I need Tylenol. I can't. I'm too old for this shit. I'm too old."
You'll be fine.
You say that. You walk for me then. But no, we got a whole bunch of huge interviews coming you guys' way from the likes of names like James McAvoy to Jenna Ortega to Brent Thwaites and so much more. So stay tuned, guys. We got a bunch of good stuff heading your way. But till next time, guys. Peace. See you Thursday for She-Hulk.
Bus.
Oh shit! I almost left studio again. Damn it.